Hey everyone, this podcast is sponsored by In-House Media. In-House Media is currently offering premier services for all of their clients. From web development to LLCs and trademarks to radio advertisements and even producing fresh new podcasts and more. The difference between In-House Media and the other local web development competitors is with In-House Media, you actually own all the media that's developed for you. Don't get your head caught in the corporate cluster and work with someone local right here in Genesee County, a family-owned business who gives you the opportunity to own all of your trademarks, websites, and more. Visit them online now at inhousemediaofficial.com and use the promo code BurtonBeat to receive 25% off your first service with In-House Media. Hey guys, thank you for joining the Burton Beat. I am your host, Jeff Evans. We are here at New Pass location here in Flint. I have my co-host, Lord Colin, and Travis.
I never get any good voiceover parts.
Woolrich. And now we have our band, War on the Horizon. Let's go ahead and start off with your name, sir. What's your name?
Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos.
No, Matt. Yes, Juan Carlos. Lord Juan Carlos. No, it's Matt McConnell.
Okay. And what's your name?
Madison McConnell.
Madison McConnell. Oh, so you guys are related.
She's my daughter.
Right on.
I made her to be my singer.
Oh, that's the best.
That was the long-term
only
plan.
purpose
I'm
in
literally
life.
not joking about that.
That's a long-term plan.
There's one thing that my
So wait, I
mom
could have
taught me
kids
is
so
that
they
the
could
reason
do
for
what I
having
want them
kids
to
is
do.
Free
Okay.
labor.
Yeah, my goal is to make her famous so I can
Apparently
just live
that's
off
the
of her.
whole
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Nice retirement
She's a real
home.
Put him in the nice retirement home is what he's saying.
Oh yeah.
No.
As long as it's not one of the bang 'em and bin 'em joints.
He'll
you
get my
know.
half-finished basement.
Hey, you know what? It is
That's where
what
the
it
studio's
is.
going to be
That's an
anyway.
optimistic look.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's half finished.
Half finished. It's half the unfinished part. That's fine. That's where I'll sleep.
Right on. So, now you guys, where are you guys located out of?
Well, I'm just gonna go with Birch Run because that's where we all used to live.
Okay.
That's where we practice, and let me see here. Actually, the only one that lives in Birch Run technically is a drummer, and then we all grew up in Birch Run.
Okay.
And I lived in Birch Run until a year and a half-ish ago, and then I moved to Grand Blanc.
Okay.
And that's where I live now. But yeah, mostly we all lived in Burton. We all grew up. We all practiced there for the last, since what? How long have we been together? 19? So we just slow rolled it and didn't play any shows and just wrote and whatever. So, but yeah, Birch Run is where we were. We had a really nice studio there. It was cool. So, but anywho, Birch Run, pretty much.
Right on. So, who are we missing in your band right now?
Well, there's Andy, the guitar player.
Okay.
And Dave, the bass player, and Dan, the drummer, and Tyler, the other singer.
Okay.
He's what do we call him now? The PR version, the aggressive vocalist?
Aggressive vocalist. Okay.
Because he doesn't just scream, he sings, but he sings aggressively. That's what he does. It's pretty great. So the other four guys are busy doing stuff. I don't know, they got family stuff or whatever.
Right on. Yeah. No, I appreciate you guys filling in last minute. We had a cancellation.
Yeah.
So.
No. Any press is press, right? You know what I mean? It's good to have, get our name out there. We are a newer band, even though all of us have been musicians for 30 plus years. It's like this is a band that we put together, and we're still. Well, yeah, you haven't been around.
9 years short.
You haven't been around 30 years, but yeah. Oh yeah, her birthday was yesterday. She's 21 now.
Oh,
So, yeah.
happy birthday!
So she's
Thank you.
Did you get drunk?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
Right on.
And then the
No,
first thing
it's,
that I do after getting hangover is just, oh yeah, come ask all these questions.
I don't even have a hangover. I was just
Oh,
tired.
well, you didn't do it right.
No, I didn't.
Chuck McConnell. No. Tell her the secret: a tub of mashed potatoes without any gravy before you drink, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
My dad handed that down to me from generations. That's knowledge right there for you.
Nice.
Honestly, with all the musicians we've talked to, I've gotten so many anti-hangover remedies.
Oh yeah.
Do that. One was if you got a hangover to just eat burnt toast because it's like a charcoal filter. Got that from Paulie from Breakfast at 2 p.m.
That doesn't sound
Shout out to them.
medically appropriate.
Shout out!
Yeah.
If you guys ever want to shout somebody out,
Yeah,
just let us
I have
know.
so many shout outs.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have a factory 2 shirt on
Right
today.
on.
It's where I don't.
Shout out.
Technically, I guess I'm staff because I teach a class there, or I will be teaching a class, but that's where I make all my T-shirts.
So you know
You
Jimmy
guys will
Thunders.
Who?
Jimmy Thunders.
Jimmy Thunders.
Oh yeah, I literally saw him today.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I love Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Shout out, Jimmy.
If you're watching, I saw him yesterday.
He
as
literally
well.
helped me set up my new. I actually have the shirts in my car right now that I just made today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy's rad. I was just watching the Thunder Gus interview yesterday.
Yeah.
To kind of prep for how everything's going to go or whatever, and then
I
I
had my
watched
Thunder
them.
Gus
You guys
shirt on
streamed them
yesterday.
on from Colonel Bar last night.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, I watched that a little bit, and yeah, I kind of. I do my homework.
Oh,
you know,
good.
so.
Because we did not.
We actually got called
I found out a
on that.
little late, so.
Yeah. You came highly recommended by John Hammond.
Really? Oh, Johnny. Yeah, I love Johnny. Johnny and I go way back. And I watched I watched his entire interview too, and that was a good interview. He's a
I'm
good-
sorry.
I love Johnny too.
I apologize for how I acted on that
He was
interview.
He was
No,
stoned.
I was stoned. I was gone.
Dude, that was funny as hell.
I was
Most of that shit was
faded.
hilarious. But no,
I thought you were like looking out for predators and stuff. Just always scanning. Like there was not a bird or an alien that was gonna get us.
Yeah, I apologize.
no, Johnny and I go way back, and then he name dropped all of us and Billy and everybody or whatever. But there's this big vicious circle of, as he explained before, with Closer with a Knot and Cherry Silver Stitch and Downseed and all this other shit and Pain of a New Day and all these other bands that we've all been in and mixing members and flipping back and forth and you call the other guy like he said and you go, hey, can I steal your drummer? And he's like, well, they're not mine. Okay, well, still, it's just like you're the leader of the band. If you wanted to steal one of my guys, you'd call me. That's how we do things.
Right.
But yeah, we've been really tight for years and stuff. So it's just like, but stuff happens and then you move away and you don't see each other for a while. But it's like we're always brothers.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
how it goes. So I love Johnny. Shout out to Johnny.
Johnny!
Shout out.
I don't know why. I was supposed
Oh,
to say
man.
Do it for Johnny, man. You do
You
it
think it
for
was the
Johnny.
first time that we debuted that?
I know, right? Yeah.
Oh,
You're just messing
man.
up all left and right.
I
today.
am not on page today. And I actually had a good nickname for you today. And
I almost liked his, but better.
I
than
already,
yours.
well, the reason why I didn't go with that one is because I said it on the in-between on Wednesday, so.
Oh.
But it's okay, we'll get there. Back to you guys.
That good.
So, all right, you guys say you're from Birch Run. How did you meet the other members in your group? Is that how did the mix and matching, or is
Well, as you know, I made her.
Craigslist?
And
Or?
then, Dave.
Takes two.
Yeah, Dave and Dan. We're not going to talk about her mother.
Oh,
Dave and Dan are brothers, and I grew up with them at Birch Run as well.
Yeah.
And they are back in the band again. They were in my very first band called Project 420 back in like the late '90s, early 2000s, and we played like 2,000 shows together, 2,000 plus shows together over like a 3-year period.
Wow.
All over the country in our beat up '85 Chevy Beauville van. It was just one of those like we played anywhere anybody would ask us. You could have asked us to play in the closet over here, and we would have. Like we played so many fucking shows, and those guys, it comes full circle. I've been jamming with Dan for years, and he's been in Pain of a New Day. He was in the very first Downseed in 2000. After my singer in 420 died, we started Downseed, and then I became the singer. But Dan's been with me for all these bands, and then after a while, we kind of went. And I had a different band, the second or third version of Downseed.
Mm-hmm.
Billy was a drummer for us. He told her whatever. And so I didn't really play with Dan for a while. And then about 17, I didn't have a band or whatever. And I was like, hey, let's start jamming again. So we did. And then it started this band basically. Dave just joined this band after 20 years of not playing together, like about a year-ish ago, and a half maybe. And then Andy, I met through, what is that nice site called? It's
Tinder.
Like Vamper?
Oh, okay.
It's called Vamper, I think it is. It's literally like, not Tinder.
No.
But it would be like social, like a dating app for musicians.
For musicians,
I
yeah.
feel like
I've seen about
somebody's
that.
name dropped that before.
Yeah, and I talked to so many guitar players that wanted to jam, do all this other stuff. And then I saw Andy, and I was like, his name sounds familiar. And then I realized he used to be in Diver, who we used to play with. When I was in Downseed, I don't know which version it was, but and we played with Diver. And I'm like, I fucking remember Diver. And then it was just neat. And then so he came over, and we immediately became best friends and did Karate in the Garage.
Like a flame burns a candle, a candle feels a flame.
And Tyler is he was in a band, but they didn't really like play any shows. And he was kind of just one of these things like you're a fucking great screamer. What are you doing with music right now? God. And he's like, well, yeah, we can jam or whatever. And then basically I just kind of forced him to be the screamer. And that's what we had for a while. And there was this guy named George who was the singer. I don't know if you guys remember the band Fossick, but he was our original singer a long, long time ago.
Okay.
And then we ended up splitting up. And then literally like as he was leaving, I'm like, Madison, you're the singer. She's like, she was coming in to like bring me a pop or something like that. She's like, oh, okay. And then that's how she became the singer. And then that's pretty much it. That's everybody.
So in that, how long has War on the Horizon itself as a band with the band name, how long has that been formulated together cohesively? Cacophony.
Do you have any idea?
Cool thing.
The name didn't come around until after I
Until
joined.
you were in the band, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it and I was leaning against the boat when I came up with the name.
And I
I had a boat in my yard.
Oh.
I was going to ask if that was a euphemism.
My grandpa's boat that sat in my yard and just decomposed over the years right outside my barn. I didn't have the heart to throw it away. And we would stand around the boat and talk about things. And that was like our area that the band would confer with each other.
did I join pre or post eyebrow?
Post, I don't know. We both got mauled by a dog and ended 22 and she lost driver.
Sorry to hear that.
It's fine.
What kind of dog? Chihuahua?
No, it was a 78-pound Cane Corso.
Oh,
It was our
okay.
dog, actually.
Oh.
Anyway,
I mean, on the bright side, stylistically, someone
Yeah.
will pay for that look.
You know,
Right.
I love it. Honestly, I forget about it all
yeah,
the time.
it would have been,
It was pre. I'm pretty sure.
it was way pre, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I came in. That's right. That's right. Because I practiced literally the next day after I got out of the hospital, and I couldn't move my hand because this arm was pretty much paralyzed, and I couldn't move my hand. I was like trying to play guitar. I could just barely move my fingers
Hilarious.
because this arm was this big around from the swelling. Because his arm just.
And this was your dog?
Yeah.
Man, that makes me so thankful that
That's great.
my
Well, that's
my
what this
dog
is, too.
bite story
Bit
is
me in the
that
face and pulled out my neck. Shit.
I just got bit on the man boob by
Oh,
a German
yeah.
Shepherd. They're like, it broke the skin and I bled, but it didn't rip the shirt, so I thought it was a
Oh.
good day.
Yeah, I almost died. I would
Yeah.
have bled out, and she saved my life. She got me a tourniquet and put it on my arm.
Like-
Otherwise, I would have bled out.
What
For real.
What happened? Like, this was your dog. How long have you had the dog for? Was it like I just brought him
Years.
home and
Okay.
then okay?
5 years?
Yeah, so we had him for maybe 4 or 5 years prior.
No more swimming in bacon grease, I guess.
Well, the year before all of it happened, he had gotten hit by a car.
Oh,
So he had a brain bleed none of us knew about. So
that's sad.
Plus, cane courses are notoriously aggressive when they have a mate and they're in heat, and we were trying to keep them apart.
yeah, well, because originally he wasn't our dog; it was my mom's dog.
Okay.
And then I was like, no, he loves me more. Screw you, he's mine now.
Clearly, you were wrong.
So you know, I think actually, I think he loves
Those
me
dogs
more.
just go crazy. Honestly, they do.
No,
There's
they're
notoriously
breed.
aggressive with that kind of thing. They lose their mind.
Yeah.
Like they go like Cujo when they're trying to mate and they can't.
Well, and my mom was there, and she was like, "Oh, puppies," and we were like, "No." Okay.
Man, that sounds like such a series of events.
Yeah, like
It's a long. I could spend the whole hour talking about.
How
it.
many songs do you guys have about this situation?
I feel like there
Zero.
should be at least one.
I
feel
feel like there
and the
could be
screaming
more.
part could be the one part where you're getting attacked.
We
Or,
probably
or getting a tourniquet.
talk about PTSD. Jesus.
Jeez,
I can't
man.
hear a dog yet without like startling a little bit. Yeah, it's crazy. Like no, when dogs go
Well,
nuts,
we're getting
like-
canceled, so that's okay.
No, like when
We're
yeah.
gonna take a drink. Travis said we're getting canceled.
Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy. Like there's a whole story about it, but it's just like she was taking the dogs out, and I heard her scream, and I come around. I was in the shower. I had to throw underwear on and pants and run outside real fast.
I bet she was thankful for that.
Yeah,
Everybody
I'll make it quick. And I go out there, and she's like holding her face, and the other two dogs. We had two other dogs too, and there was like his mate and his little baby dog that he just made.
Yeah.
And they were both chewing on him. One was hanging around his neck. And I'm like, why are the fucking dogs fighting? And she's like, he bit me. And I'm like, he what? And I look down to the left like this. And she's got her fucking forehead in her hand. And I'm like, oh my God. And by the time I could turn my head to the right, he was coming at me like that. And I put my arm up and he bit onto it. And all these slashes like this are from that because he was like going like this. And I was like pulling him and whatever. And I grabbed a hold of the back of his head and pulled him on top of me. And I said, Madison, run. And she ran into the house. And then he started just eating me for like the next 40, 50 seconds. And then I finally got him I broke the neck part where I could pull my arm out, and then he bites my face, it felt like that. But it was just, and then he tore it all down.
Oh my God.
And it felt like he just touched me. It's crazy. And then he bites this arm, and then he fucks up my Captain America tattoo.
Oh.
And then he bites me in the shoulder, and he bites this shoulder, and he bites my face again, and he bites this arm again. And I was basically just like, okay, well, I'm dead. Like, I can't get away from him. I kept pushing him off, and he grabbed me again. Push him off again. And I'm on my back, and I'm bleeding out, and there's blood everywhere. It looks like a fucking horror movie. And then I just was like, you know what? Oh, fuck this. I'm not going to die for this fucking dog. Fuck you, dog, And so I sat up, and I was just like, Gunther, stop. And I screamed it. And he fucking looked, and his eyes, like, I swear to God, when, like, the shit is possessed and their eyes roll back to normal? And that's what happened. He opened his mouth, and he sat down, and his fucking tail started wagging. And I'm just like, oh, well,
Man.
I'm going to go then. And I got up, and I started fucking Ace Ventura when he gets hit with all the darts. And I'm running like this, and she opens the door, and I come in, and the baby dog started coming in. I thought it was Gunther, and I slammed his fucking head in the door, and it ran outside, and I shut the door, and I'm bleeding to fucking death. And I get in the house, and she's not there. I get up into the back of the garage, because the garage steps, and there's a house. And then she comes out, and she's got a tourniquet and a towel, and I'm just like, oh my God. And so then she tourniqueted my arm and wrapped it in a towel, and then she called 911 as I'm passing out. And
He's the biggest baby ever.
Yeah, that story really makes
Yeah. Sound like a puss in that story.
He wrestled a bear and they're crying.
Said, fuck you.
What
I'm
a
gonna
bitch.
sit on. Yeah, what a baby,
Well,
dude.
he's sitting
He
there
had to
on
get
the
a
phone.
tourniquet.
No, he's sitting there on the phone with 911. I'm like, hey, Dad, you're okay. You're okay. And he's like, I'm bleeding out. I'm bleeding out.
I literally was bleeding out. I am. When I work in critical care for a living, I know when I'm fucking bleeding out. And, but
Biggest baby. That's wild. You said what he said was nuts.
the problem is like
You work in a hospital,
when you
you
lose
should
so
learn to be
much
calm.
blood and all the craziness is going on, you're hyperventilating, and then you lose so much blood, you literally start like you can't breathe.
Yeah.
You physically can't breathe, and then once you start to like pass out, I'm trying to stay awake, and then your body's energy is just sucked out of you, and I feel like I'm as tired as I've ever been in my entire life in the last 40 seconds. You know what I mean? And
It's a good workout.
I was an MMA fighter for fucking 12 years, and I had no control over this dog.
Right.
And people are like, oh, I would kill that dog. Yeah, fuck you. This dog threw me around like I was a bitch.
All you had to do was say stop.
Yeah,
So
it was crazy. It was just the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, I don't know.
But on the other hand, though, you really got some really cool scars out of the deal. Like,
lots of
because
cool
I
scars.
think I've only got one scar, and it's only because I burnt my
I
titty on the
think you
pizza.
needed a bigger
Bush
Captain
here.
America shield, though.
I know, right?
Yeah, a bigger
Bitten
shield.
shield.
Yeah, look right there,
Bigger
right
shield.
through my arm.
You can get that, like
Yeah, I'm
how
gonna get it touched up, but it's kind of scarred, you know.
like how in was Black Panther, how he scratched
It had
the
the scratch
shield.
marks.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
He scratched unbeatable vibranium, but I'm not gonna get into Marvel.
No,
I'm jealous of his scars.
well, you've got a pretty cool one.
It bit through her hand and broke her hand in 5 places too. So her right hand was broken in 5 places as well.
You big baby. She's holding her fucking.
She's literally holding her forehead. Like,
No, I'm literally-
Pop my eyeball back in here real
I'm not
quick.
joking, guys. She had the big chunk of skin that had her eyebrow on it in her hand. And she held onto it and gave it to the fucking nurse.
Well, yeah.
I was like,
You don't have to shape the scar into your eyebrow like people do. So
Yeah.
it's already there.
I would do face
Yeah.
tattoo.
You're
Just
like,
rock it.
dude,
You
I
got the
really.
story.
That's
It's
metal.
there.
If I've ever heard a story, that's metal right
That
there.
is-
That's what I'm saying.
I think, what kind of yeah? Since we're on the subject, what
Back to music.
what kind of
By the way, write that song
By
tomorrow.
the way, drop this massive trauma bond, but your music. Okay.
what kind of music do you guys have?
Jeff
Is it metal or is it?
We have a screamer. Does that mean we're metal?
Well, that's
No,
what.
not necessarily.
You know what I mean? Like
This guy doesn't do his research.
Dude, I
It
don't
depends
know.
on how heavy the rest of them.
Because I've heard
you can have somebody screaming and have
we've heard one of your
playing in the
songs. We
background.
reviewed it.
If
once.
you only listen to one song, it's not even near what we are.
Okay.
That's the crazy part. Is we have such eclectic taste in this band. So we have Get Along, which is literally a punk song with screaming, and pretty rad guitar riffs, if I may say so myself. I love that fucking song. And then like I sing the chorus, and she sings the verse parts, and Tyler sings. Travis, sorry, I almost said Trev. Sings the he does some of the other parts and part of the verse parts, and he has a big bridge part and all that. Kind of our songs are kind of like that too, where they'll go back and forth, singing, screaming back, and then he'll do a big heavy chorus, or she'll do the pretty chorus, and he'll come in at the end of it. I mean, we kind of like try to involve everybody. And I've always been a singer, and I was a singer in Downseed and 420 and all that. So like, I really like singing, but I also don't want to be the singer,
right? Because
I like playing guitar too, and I'm finally a guitar player again after being just the singer, and And plus, she's the singer for a reason. She's the talent of the band. You know what I mean? And she,
21 years old, 30 years of music experience.
Exactly.
What was the first 9 years of music like?
It was a lot of this.
I was going to say, very muffled.
That was the first 9 months.
I had to live next door to this nut. You know what I mean?
No, but like she was like 3 years old in the back seat with perfect pitch singing, and I'm like,
I mean, I almost came out at a concert.
I'm
so.
like,
what concert? Wait, what concert?
I honestly, I don't remember, but my mom's water broke at a concert.
Yeah.
John and Paul.
We played so many shows back then, and we were playing somewhere when she was born, it would have been right before we went. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
she came out the womb and she's like, "Man up, Mom! Come on, stop being a baby. You had one kid. Some people have twins."
Because the second version of Downseat started in December of 2005, after Pain and Renee broke up, and she would have been 9 months old. 11 months old, you were born in January.
How'd you feel?
Do the math.
Were you singing then?
Yeah. So we were playing shows for like the next 4 years, and she'd get a sitter, and then when she got old, we'd just take her with us, and so she was like born into the thing, But yeah, it was neat. So, but
well.
Yeah.
I'm very curious, since your dad is very established in the music world and stuff like that. I want to see your side of the story. Like, what shadow was cast on you for this to make you into like the Nightwing of this whole thing?
Can you tell he's a DC
At least he
fan?
didn't call you Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been. I would have walked out. No.
She's well versed in comics too.
Oh, good.
And
No.
raised her in comics.
I mean, I guess from being like really little, I just always really liked music. Like the one time I was grounded for an entire year, Dad took everything out of my room, and I mean literally everything. And the only thing I had requested was that he leave my music in there, and I almost took the door off of his hinges because he took my Alexa away. Didn't care about anything else though. Like I stayed in that room, grounded as all hell, just like okay.
Or your Land of the Lost DVDs.
Yeah, that was great.
She watched those on repeat. She knew every word to all the discs.
Every episode got it down still.
But I grounded her for literally a year from her Xbox, all sorts of crap, and it didn't phase her at all. So
Yep. But I mean,
don't forget to talk about this.
we won't mention that.
Why not?
No.
It was a big time.
So she was in third degree.
Yeah, she was
so-
like the lead singer for a couple years and stuff.
Some would say prodigy.
And
Some would say nepotism.
Yeah.
Nepo baby.
oh god, I wish. Damn, you're broke. But, anyway.
Shut up.
Yeah. But I can't really say much either, though. I got
I did have to send
$3.
you gas money.
Yeah.
To get here.
Uh-huh. But no, I guess like I've always
Hold that
just.
thought. You got gas money for me to get here, right?
You're already here.
Yeah, but I gotta get back.
That's not my fault.
just walk.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a you problem.
I just cared if you were here. Anyways, continue.
So no, I guess one day I just decided like, hey, everyone says that I sound pretty good. Might as well join choir. I'm like, well, it wasn't even choir yet. I did a talent show with one of my friends, and I think we did Billionaire by Bruno Mars, which was really funny. Like, it's actually hilarious watching this back, because we are in 5th grade sitting there and trying to censor out certain parts, and then it's just, the song just ends. It's completely a cappella, okay? There's no music at all, and it's just her, and I sing the part, she does her little rap part, and then we're both just like,
That was really funny.
yeah, it was hilarious. Well, we won, and I was like, oh, I must be that good! Like, ah! So we did the talent show the next year. He played guitar for me. I did, what did I do?
Soldier.
That one. And then from there I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll join choir, because the choir teacher was like, you know, you did really well. You should, like, come live up on these lumps. And I was like, okay, all right, we're in. So did choir for forever until high school wasn't it.
And state honors choir as well.
Yeah, we did honors choir. That was pretty cool. Yeah, and I don't know, that kind of just did it for me. And I was like, I guess I can sing. And then him and my mom, every time I leave the house with her, like, we'll run into a complete stranger at Kroger or something. She's like, you gotta hear her sing. You gotta hear her now.
She does.
Maddie, right now. Pull up your phone. I'm like, all right. Cool.
Apparently, your mom and my mom know each other.
I guess. Must. But
I don't care if we're in Kroger. You gotta hear him do Temptations.
Yeah, no, I get that.
yeah, I don't know. She's always done that. He's kind of been a little nonchalant about it. Sometimes. But then I did.
It's called humble bragging.
Yeah.
As if.
Nobody's more gracious.
What do you think? So, as being able to, get with you on that part, would you say that has helped you get over like your stage fright, kind of? I guess, like just to be open with being able to sing on the dime whenever.
I think this band is what did it. We were stage fright.
Well, I can't say I ever really had stage fright.
Oh,
I don't really
nice.
get
Still sing in front of
embarrassed.
anybody.
Yeah, like, just growing up, I've always been told, like the whole, be proud of who you are. So.
Do you have siblings?
A whole
Sadly.
bunch of them.
Oh.
Too many.
Oh, are you the middle child?
Technically I am in
She
all.
got 6 siblings.
6 siblings.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! All right.
So, yep, I have
7 fucking kids.
3 from my mom. And then he got married, gave me 3 more. And I'm the oldest of them,
Okay.
but I have 2 older siblings.
Oh.
So I'm direct middle if you put it on the line.
Online.
Yeah.
If there was a middle of 7. Yeah.
And
It's atrocious.
you get to live every single life, the oldest, the youngest, and the middle child.
All at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, I can't really say that I've ever like had stage fright or anything. I mean, I've gotten sort of nervous sometimes, but
I mean, she grew up watching me play on stage and pee on stage.
Pee- What?
Both.
That only happened
Both.
twice.
Shout out R. Kelly.
That only happened twice.
I don't think he did that on
I
stage.
apologize for that.
I only don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Mine's silver. It's
because I'm better. But
One's 99 cents, one's $1.22.
I know. Right? It says 99 cents on the fucking can.
Maybe it's platinum and not silver.
you know, but
It's the alcoholic version.
Platinum status.
But yeah, you've never had stage fright.
no, I did join
For
the
shame.
Third Degree Burns band, and that
Now,
was
are they out of Lapeer?
yes.
Okay, all right.
Yep. My cousins were originally in it. My oldest cousin, he was a guitar player in there, and then all the kids joined after that. They tried to convince me for like 5 years to join, and then I didn't join until it was technically their last year, and then I guess I wouldn't say that like helped me with stage fright or anything, but it more helped me figure out what I like to do on stage.
Right. No, I get that.
So
Because there's like, what, 50 people in the band? Or
Yeah.
like, is it like an orchestra?
There's like 20 in the band. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they all play at the same time. It's crazy. It's
Now, because you're not from Lapeer, but like, what school did you go to? Like, because I know a little bit about Third Degree Burns, but I don't know a lot, so I didn't.
So, I've gone most of the time in Bertrand.
Okay.
I've been to a couple different, but my cousins, they're, what is that one town that they live in? I
Elmhurst,
don't know.
Otter Lake.
Otter Lake, yeah.
But they
So-
went to like Catholic school and some other places.
Yeah, they've been to like North
Graduated
Branch,
from
things like that. So that's how they found out, and then they were just like, you're gonna really like it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, she shows up to try out, and normally they like talk through stuff. She got through like a chorus of one song, and he's like, "Okay, you're in. Do you want to stay for next year too?" And it was just like there's a bunch of kids that were like waiting a year to get asked to stay an over a year, and they're just like, "What?" And he's like 15 minutes into it, and he's already asking her to stay for her over a year, and everybody's like looking around. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah, half of them hated me until we all went out to dinner together, and they were like, hey, you're actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I was like,
She paid.
Yeah, she paid.
oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, I paid.
Oh.
Yep.
There you go. That's why
Same
they liked her.
difference.
Yeah. Right on. So, what came up for you to choose the band name War on the Horizon?
Well, we've always been, every band I've ever been has always been about like do the most of your life and overcoming adversity and all that stuff. You know, like that's positive.
We don't
We've
like
always
that
been a
up
positive. Like we've always been like not like a Christian band or anything like that or anything religious really at all. But we've always been like positive, not really message, but like positive positivity. And then it basically morphed into like there's a bunch of shit happening and it's like. You never know what's going to happen in the world nowadays, and it's kind of like how we see things now, with all the crazy stuff unfolding, and then for the last few years, and that's just kind of like always be wary of your future and what could happen, and you never know what's going to happen. We could be fucking in civil war next year, but it's kind of how that is. Just basically like stay vigilant and know what you're getting into, and keep the future in your front view and all that stuff, and that's pretty much it. And mostly positive message stuff and all that. So but that's pretty much what War on the Horizon is. It's how anybody ever sees anything from their perspective. It's not like what we are. It's basically just like keep your head on a swivel. Shit can go down.
Yeah, that's a good life or motto to live by.
Yeah, it's definitely true to today's society.
Oh yeah.
Plus, I just think it was a neat name.
Yeah, no, it is really nice. I like that.
That's what I love the whole church.
Shout out Factory 2!
Shout out.
Yeah.
I like that. It's
It's a shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Well,
Appreciate that.
It's a work shirt. I had to get fat guys.
No, Dickies are those little things that.
Isn't that Dickie brand?
Oh no, I was thinking of the.
It's sticky. Yeah, you're right.
The Dickie is the I was thinking of you talking about
The hickey?
No,
You're pointing at your neck.
no, the Dickie that it's literally just a thing to go underneath your shirt.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not an actual shirt.
Under a sweater.
Yeah.
I meant it was like
It's
Dickie
a
brand,
turtleneck.
but that's like a shop shirt. Yeah.
It's the turtleneck of without the turtle.
Yeah.
It's just the neck.
That's what
It's the
Dickie is,
circumcision part of the shirt.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The Dickie. Yeah. the Dickie.
That's why it's called that.
Imagine having to tell your parents that it's your job to circumcise turtleneck sweaters.
You gotta cut them out.
I don't know if I could face
Right
my
around the
mom
clavicle.
with that.
So who how, do you guys? I know you guys have original songs. Do you guys do covers? Do you do both? Like what?
Nope.
No. Okay.
We haven't yet. We always kick around the idea of doing covers, but we, like I said, we have not played a lot of shows because I was kind of like grooming us because I've been in so many bands and I made so many mistakes with playing too many shows too early and not having a good rig to play with and all sorts of stuff and playing with garbage equipment and I wanted us all to have good stuff, so I literally waited till we had 8, 9, 10 songs. We wrote all those. Then Andy joined the band. And we had to teach him all the shit. And then Dave joined the band. We had to teach him all the social. We kept getting pushed back of having to play shows. So we've only been an actual band with all of our guys for probably a year and a half, maybe. I don't even remember when fucking Dave joined. Anyway,
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man. And so I spent the time building a pretty nice in-ear rig, and so all of us got good gear now, and we have a good place to jam. So it's finally just like, okay, now let's start playing shows. We've literally had one show.
Okay.
So we are brand new, but it's like all of us are seasoned musicians, so we basically are gonna hit the ground running. And we have 3 shows in February now, all of a sudden. And so
What you got coming up?
so February 12th, we just landed the Human Tour with Fire from the Gods and oh God, what was the name of that band? 3 other rad bands. I cannot remember the name of it. Do you have the thing? And then on the 17th, we're playing we got added to the Paganist Tour, which is really neat, at the Sanctuary with this band called Arcona and 2 other bands. And then we got added to a show on the 27th with our buddies Never the Crash.
Yeah.
Billy and all them. Shout out to Never the Crash.
Shout out.
And Shadow with the Talisman.
Yeah.
And it's actually their show, and then so we're gonna open, and those are the only 3 shows, but they literally came in the last 6 days.
That's awesome.
Everybody all at once came at us, and it's just like, okay, cool, So
We'll make sure that we tag those too. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, that Fire from the God show is gonna be sweet though. That's at the venue in Cadillac, and it's. I really love Fire from the Gods, and just being added to an actual added to a tour is neat because it's like you're you're not just a local band on the show. You're part of the actual billing now, and they're billing it with us on the flyer and all that crap. So like when you play like a machine shop and stuff, you just get you don't ever get on the flyer.
Right.
I mean, I played dozens of national shows, and we were never like on the flyer other than maybe like once or twice. But now it's like you're actually added to it. You have to get it run through the record label, has to approve it, and all that sorts of shit. So you're like a regional band now, technically. So
It's kind of cool though that your like strategic approach to putting the band together and like
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
sure
Dude,
everything was in line.
I've been through
like,
the ringer.
just sets
I
you
played
up to
probably
for
3,000
success.
shows with different bands all over, and it's just like I know what I'm doing now. I've made so many mistakes, and like we would play shows. I wouldn't even have words to songs back in the day. We would like, oh, we got the music. I'll just improvise, and we'd do that. And then I would just write the words to kind of how I made the words sound when I was like literally live, and it was just like, we're not doing that anymore. We spent the last 4 months on a song that has been done for 6 months because we just haven't been able to write the vocals that all of us are happy with, and we changed the songs 3 or 4 times, flipped screaming from the chorus to the verse part back and forth. Now they're both doing the verse parts and the chorus here. And this song called Diviners that Andy wrote and brought to the band, we just have a hard time with it. It's a fucking great song. It's just we just have a hard time like getting it through for this just one song because it's got to be good, And but it's like this song is like Andy's baby. He loves the song, so we got to make sure that we do it really good. But it's on a good track. It's just that sometimes like we can't get everybody to practice every time. You know what I mean? And so it's just like with the winter time and all this crap. And Christmas and November and stuff. So it's like we've been working on the song for quite a bit. But yeah, Andy wrote the whole damn song, bass, drums, everything without words.
Wow.
Brought it to the band, and we're like, whoa, this is a pretty great song. But we don't really you have to be like inspired when you write a song. You have a riff, you bring it, and you bring one riff, and that's what we've always wrote. And he brings the whole song, and I'm like, I haven't been inspired by this yet, so I'm just listening to a song like I'm writing words for a band I'm trying out for or something. That's how it feels. Like, here's our stuff, man. Write some words to it. That's kind of how it felt. So it's just a disconnect that I told Andy. I explained to him like it's hard for us to get into this. And now we played it for so long, and now I all know all the guitar parts that like now we're getting there. And now I'm thinking I'm driving around listening to it and writing words to it and shit. So.
In my opinion, I think it's one of those. It sounds so good as an instrumental. Like you listen to it and it's amazing, and then you go to write words for it, and it's like, and that's horrible.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've revised it 3 or 4 times now, and it's just like we've been playing the song for months. So we'll get there. But now, what I said, I told Anna is like we have to like write in chunks. You bring a riff, I'll bring a riff, and then we'll just jam it as a band for a little bit and get the flavors going. And
I mean, that's how we did One Horse.
Yeah, we did One Horse like that. Yeah, and it's just one of those things that has to be organic, and he gets that now, And so he has a whole nother project that he's pouring all of his, because he can't stop writing. Ever since he joined the band, he's like, I love being in the band, but I can't stop writing, and I know you don't want me to bring full songs to the band anymore. So I was just like, yeah, it's fine. So he has literally a whole record with some other guy that he wrote because he just can't stop writing, and I'm just like, okay, we'll save some of that for us. But
So, because that leads me to my next question, because I was going to ask is like, who does the songwriting and stuff like that? Is it a collective, or is it like are there parts of it where?
I mean, for the most part, I was the only guitar player. We didn't have a bass player, so it was me, Tyler. Not even Madison for a minute. It was like basically me, Tyler, and Dan. And then we had this guy named Mike, who was our original bass player, but he ended up going on a hiatus for like a year. And so I literally wrote everything, like all the music, and then we would sit around and just come up with words and stuff. But like if I'm writing the riffs, I can write shit to my shit. I can write shit to my shit real easy, and that's not a problem.
Right.
But sometimes it gets they call it too Matt McConnelly, because I write vocals kind of all the same, and that's in the band, and so then that's her job is to un-Matt McConnelly it and think about better melodies and stuff, because she's a way better melody writer than I am, and
to continuously yell at them to write in my key.
Yeah. So we are learning that.
It's convenient
because she has to sing all the songs that I wrote for my voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good luck.
So she's taking all the parts over. And she does a great job. Don't get me wrong. She can sing super low and she can sing stupid high. And so I lucked out. I made her good. I put all the genes went into that. But
That's what he was thinking about the whole time.
exactly.
With every
Vocal
thrust.
cords. That's what he says in the kitchen every night too. I made it good.
No, but but yeah. So it's just that's kind of how it was. Now we technically speaking really don't. We haven't had a lot of writing together as a band because, like I said, during the wintertime and all this crap, like. It's hard to get everybody there, and I don't really like writing without everybody there.
Right.
Or we'll write a couple of riffs, but we have this other song that we started writing that really came together. It was like me, Dan, and Dave and Andy, and we just powered out like 5 or 6 riffs of the song, and it's fucking awesome. We don't have any words yet,
Yeah.
but I wanted to get the majority of the music done. But like, and then Andy's like humming some stuff, and I'm like, hey, that's cool. So I started singing this random melody to it, that hit, And then I went home and recorded it a little bit for what I could remember. So like, hopefully that's gonna be on the docket. But we got to finish fucking Diviners first. It's called Diviners and Architects. It's gonna be awesome. And then hopefully there's like 4 or 5 other songs on the docket that we write stupid names to. Like we call one's the Southern Rock song. It's gonna have a real name eventually.
Good.
But it has
Make it cohesive.
It has like an Every Time I Die type
Yeah.
riff to it. That Southern metal rock stuff. It's it's fun. So we have, like I said, from your question like fucking 40 minutes ago before we went on the topic, we have super all over the place taste.
Right on.
You know what I mean? So
And just bring it back full circle.
Right. Now, as a singer, do you ever just like write songs or something you want to sing about, and then like, okay, can we make this into a song?
that's One Horse.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
One Horse?
so we
Okay.
have a song out that's called One
sequel.
Horse Town, and I know, basic, but it was basically about how, I'd grown up in Burton, like all my life,
Mm-hmm.
literally. The only time I ever went anywhere was if my mom moved somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have all these different opportunities and stuff, but it would always be out of Burton.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came home, I'd feel super stuck. You're in a tiny little farmhouse on like a tiny little piece of land. There's nothing around you. The most fun we had was tying shopping carts to the bed of our trucks and going around Meyer in winter.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like something on my bucket list now.
It's
I
amazing.
thought that's why you got a
We
truck.
did it on rollerblades in my day, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but like, but that's it. You are a very redneck, like, stupid kid stuff town. There's no room to grow into an adult.
That's
I
so
guess.
funny because I get it because like I think about Birch Run, all I'm thinking of is the 75 exit with the outlets and all that. But yeah, I'd never really put in that concept that every
The rest of it,
the rest of the
it's all
town, yeah.
farm. It's all farm town.
Yeah, I didn't
Like,
think of
it's
that.
all- yeah.
We did have the biggest outlet mall in the world for about 20 years there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were known for the mall, and now Cinema Hollywood is pretty much it.
Right.
Yeah, but like, we don't like Frankenmuth.
oh.
Because
Nobody likes
Frankenmuth,
Frankenmuth.
no, we lived on
We
the
don't
main
like
road.
Millington even worse.
You
so.
couldn't leave the house. It took me 15 minutes just to get from my apartment to the exit. And it's a mile.
Wait.
So,
Huh?
because Frankenmuth traffic.
Oh, okay.
They always, instead of going like down through to Clio and getting on
House.
there.
By the way, she meant house.
Yeah, same thing.
Now she lives in an apartment.
yeah.
But
Okay.
she meant house then.
Well, no, today.
Oh.
It took me 15 minutes.
No.
And yeah. But Frankenmuth traffic just
Frankenmuth,
sucks.
do
But-
better.
Yeah, please. Like, reroute, please.
Franken move. won't.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing, Franken move.
Well, and half of them, Bridgeport's so much closer. Go to that exit.
Yeah.
But anyway, no. So, but like none of us felt like we could grow. All of my friends and I mean, a lot of them went off to college or moved away. Half of them are in Detroit, and one of my friends, she's a singer. She moved down to Detroit, and she's like doing really well. Well, when I had first found out about that, I got really, really angry. And I was like storming around my house, huffing and puffing, and I was like, fine, you know what? Whatever. I'll write a song. I'm going to be famous. Screw you. And I sat down on the couch, grabbed my guitar, played one chord, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. 20 minutes later, I call Dad. Hey, I'm trying to write a song. Okay, well, send it to me when you're done. Okay, hang up. Figure out my 4 little chords. I start playing. I think it's, 36 seconds of One Horse. Recorded on my phone. And I only had like the first verse and maybe a quarter of the chorus. Bring it to practice one day. I was like, here you go. Ah?
Yeah.
But technically, you
did it?
Technically, you were still living at the house. I just came downstairs and we wrote the whole fucking song.
No, you weren't there.
Yeah,
You were living with Jill.
I was.
Yes.
No, I thought you were living downstairs. Oh, that's right. You're right. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
His mind's going.
It's
That
all-
nursing
it's-
home is
it's
coming
been
close.
gone.
I've had so many traumatic brain injuries,
No, his mind's been going
Dog
since he was
attacks
6.
and stuff,
So,
yeah.
um,
car
but
accidents, and fighting.
I love when like people's greatest motivator for things is spite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, like spite can move mountains.
I feel the same way that you felt, but I haven't really done anything with it.
So technically, we haven't done anything with it either yet.
Well, there's a kid I went to school with. His name's Craig Owens. Asshole.
we toured with him.
Um,
My claim to fame back in the day was they opened for us one time.
yeah.
Back when they were the
As he
Childs-
should.
the Childs brothers.
Yeah, he can't sing his way out of a paper bag.
Craig, Jeff wants to sing battle.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
He wants to. Never mind.
It's this Jeff's.
Edit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
He'll sing battle the shit out of you.
yeah. It wouldn't
And
be hard.
dance battle.
I don't know
I
about
don't know
that.
what the dance battle.
The dance
part.
battle
The only
is-
thing he could do is a truffle shuffle. So.
I could barely
Travis
do
will
that.
fight you.
Yeah, Travis will fight you. He does that.
Yeah, they opened for Project.
That's my
James
nickname for the
Down
next
years
one.
and
Travis,
years
I
ago.
will fight you.
I honestly don't know who this is. I
They're-
like hopping in
they're-
on beefs.
So,
He's the singer for Childos.
yeah.
They used to be called the Childos Brothers back in the early 2000s.
Is it Matt Goddard, him, and some other people?
I don't even know all the guys in the band, but
Yeah.
What's the opposite of a shout out?
Put Down.
Put down! Nobody else jump
I have no beef.
You should go like this.
Talking out loud.
Yeah, he has no beef.
No.
I also have no beef.
You-
Evidently,
Jeff
I
Hill?
have beef
All
as
the
of
beef.
last week with Charlie Poof and.
Travis is a Luth Canton.
Yeah.
Charlie Puth, Charlie XCX, Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I don't
Charlie
know what.
Brown.
The Jelly
Charlie
Roll was
Brown.
his thing.
But you're gonna do that.
Yeah, you're gonna fight on my behalf.
Yeah, because you would only eat a Jelly Roll.
That's true. Boston cream. But yeah, that's really cool. And the fact that like you took that initiative to do that's the first step really to.
So when you release this song, we have to get it on the billboard so you can say ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
already
been
Ha.
released.
Oh, yeah.
Ha, ha, ha.
It's been released for a
Well, so
year and a
when
half.
Yeah.
when we put it out, and we're gonna make everybody download it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the only song.
Go
that's-
off.
Yeah.
Tell them what we're gonna do.
We're gonna make her famous so she can laugh in those people's faces. You know.
Z93 out of Saginaw. Matt has I've known him for like 20 plus years now, and he has a show called Homegrown. God, don't kill me, man. I'm sorry, but anyway, Michigan Made is what it's called, and it's on Z93 in Saginaw. And on Sundays he plays local bands and stuff, and like other bands that we know, and so like a Proper Axe and those guys.
Yeah.
They've been on the show with us, and the same like he spins them and spins us, whatever. And bands like that, and
Well, I think you guys made a post about that, didn't you?
a
Just
couple,
recently?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so we were just on it again, and the only song he had was from us. Was One Horse Town. Even though I sent him all the songs, he spun us. We're so, like excited, like a year ago. We're excited. And we're like, oh, 3 months later, like he played us again. We're like, hey, cool. What is he gonna play? Oh, it's One Horse again. Oh, okay, that's fine. Whatever. 6 months later, like 2 months later, still One
Try
Horse.
not
I'm
to
like,
look too
I'm like
proud.
Matt. He's like,
No.
He's like Matt. Like the only one I've got. I'm like, okay, well, it is literally like a radio hit. It's a radio rock song. It is.
Yeah.
It's a ballad. And there's one scream in it at the end, the very end of the song, the last 2 seconds, because we had to put Tyler in there somewhere.
You do something.
Yeah, no,
Good job, Tyler.
It's so funny too. When we play that song, he just sits on the stage and kind of goes like this. It's just so hilarious, you know. We do it more for comedic value.
You should make him like go dance in the crowd or something.
No.
Something, yeah. Well, the funny thing was,
He's like, I can't dance. to this."
before we released our video, that we have our actual video, which is average at best, but I did a practice video of the music for One Horse. And then I did the same film where I filmed everybody and whatever. And so I did everybody's parts and I'm filming it or whatever. And every couple of times I would splice into Tyler just going, just standing there. And the rest of everybody's moving around. And then back to Tyler going, just standing. It was just so funny. It's just like, and it was just like one of those things. So
You
we don't have.
You should give him an aha moment right before his scream at the end, like.
I can't remember the name of the band, but it's the band that created the song "Christmas Shoes." If you the sad ass fucking Christmas song where like the little boy is trying to buy his mom Christmas shoes and she's about to die and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Oh, okay.
Awful. It's a good song, but it's awful. But in the music video, there's only one dude singing, but he's surrounded by like 6 dudes, 4 or 5 dudes, and none of them are saying anything. It's just different scenes where
I've
just
seen
one
that.
guy
I've
is
seen
singing.
that movie before.
Just one guy's singing, and the rest of them are just like, this guy, he's pretty good, huh?
Well, we tried to put Tyler in with like the choruses or some of the verses and stuff, and he just didn't think it sounded right.
Yeah.
But I also
And he's totally cool with just not singing in parts. Like there'll be big long stretches where he just doesn't sing because he thinks it fits better, and he's like totally awesome about that because then it's just like he's not when he goes like you got to jam me into the songs because I'm a singer too. Right. He's not like that. He's like I wrote a whole. I'm still pissed at him for this. I wrote a whole part to Diviners where he had the whole main verse part. 2 verse parts. I had all the words written, and then I was gonna show him him. Then he bounces backwards at me, whatever. Whole part was written. It was fucking awesome. I even like showed him how to, and he's like, "Yeah, that's awesome." Then Dan, the drummer, comes up with the singing part, and he's like, "I like Maddie to sing it better." And I'm like, "Oh God."
But it's a good thing though because
he's not wrong. It's good, but,
the song comes more over than the pride and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
no, and that's what I love about him
art.
is that he's just like I think it sounds better with Maddie doing it. I'm like, you know what, that's fine, And I love him for that. Don't get me wrong, but it was just funny. I was like, God damn it, Tyler, write you whole fucking parts. But it was just like, yeah. So he's him being as humble as he is awesome because he is a fucking great screamer. Like I've had a lot of good screamers. Nate Cup, shout out to Nate Cup, my old guitar player. He's the guy. Now his thing is he's owns Blue Lakes with his brother. And he does buses now. So
that's what I was. Yeah, I was like, I've heard of.
But we used to take buses all over when we were in Downseed. He was my guitar player, and then eventually the singer in Downseed. And we used to take buses everywhere. That's our claim to fame. We weren't good. We just brought a lot of people places, and that's pretty much what it was. We'd fill a whole bus.
Had
full
the
of people.
connection.
They don't ask how, they ask how.
Exactly. Yep. And we'd bring 200 people to a machine job or something for like Flaw or 5 Finger Death Punch or something, and we'd bring a shit ton of people. And it always looked like we were better than we were because it was. We weren't.
That is cool.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, I love Nate. But yeah, that's what he would always. That was like our thing or whatever. So.
Some of these so-called local media companies claim to sell you a website and a digital platform. But did you know that when your agreement ends, they own your website and your digital platform? Not with In-House Media. We build and design websites, logos, and radio and TV ads, trademarks, and more. And when we're done, you own all of it. We also provide web hosting, tech support, SEO services, and so much more. When we're done, the site is yours. The trademarks are yours. Don't get your head caught in a corporate cluster. Work with somebody locally right here in Genesee County. Online at inhousemediaofficial.com. In-House Media. We're in the business of building business.
What would you say is your favorite song? Is One Horse is your no? Okay.
I actually really don't like that song anymore.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
It did its purpose. Now you're
It's
gone.
been overplayed already.
We're not tired of it, but it's been played a ton.
The thing is, when I wrote it, we wrote it in one session sitting there. We just pressed record. We were figuring out all the parts, and then it was at least 8 minutes of just playing that song over and over again. Finally, we got it figured out, and then we were like, all right, let's fine tune it. We did that, and then we go to record it. And I hadn't really sang it like I cared about it before. But then we're in the studio, and I feel so bad. I forget his name every time.
Chris?
Yes, Chris. He was
Fire Hyena.
Yes.
Shout out.
Oh, I've heard of them.
He did our record, yeah. Our fourth song.
Someone else. Sorry, it was.
No.
He's great. We love Chris. He's awesome.
Yeah. Well, he sat there and he's like, nope.
It was
no.
hilarious, too.
And I'm sitting there, I just kept going, okay.
Like sing like you got a pair. She's like, what? Never mind.
And we did it was the second to last take, and he stops it halfway through and he goes, so, what are we doing here? And I was like, what?
I'm singing.
Yeah, I literally sat there and I was like, I'm doing what I can, man. And he's like, if that's what you can do, then you might as well just quit. And I was like, all right.
He's straight to the point.
So
he gets it. He brings it out.
There's a band we had on and said something very similar. Was it Clean? They were talking about this guy from Fire Hyena, and he's just very straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, yes.
yeah, you're gonna bring something today, or are we just gonna fuck around all day?
Sing with your heart or whatever, and he would just yell at us and be just like, you can do better.
Yeah.
See,
but if you do really well, he'll be like, that was fucking awesome. This is the one take. You don't need to do anything else. And you're like, oh, okay.
No, it's so much like I'm used to people being like, that was shit. Please, no, just stop. And I'm like, okay, all right, we're good. So when he did that, I was sitting there and I was like, okay, gotta be better. Let's go, let's get this done. Well, we took like 5 minutes or whatever. I went pee and I'm sitting on the toilet and I look at myself in the mirror and I was like, you are pitiful.
I do the same thing.
I literally sat there and I was like, oh.
I also sit down to pee. So yeah.
No, I remember this clearly.
He calls himself pitiful.
He has like this real cool, like dark, moody bath, and I just sat there and I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, "You're a piece of shit," and I was like, "All right, I'm ready." So I got up, splashed water on my face, walk in there, and I was like, "Yeah!" Start the first verse immediately. I start tearing up, and I'm
then
like,
she killed
"Damn
me.
it!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, well, this is gonna be awful. Like, I'm gonna get yelled at because I'm crying, and you're gonna hear it. I'm gonna break up, blah blah blah." And we get to this really high part of the song, and I am full on sobbing.
Yeah, the record is her. That's her. Like that's the take.
The entire song I am crying. But we do this high part. I'm so scared. I can feel my voice trying to break, and I'm just sitting there like tears just falling down. I'm almost on my knees, and afterward he was like, "Well, you figured it out. Good job. All right, let's move on to the next." And I was sitting there in the
She's
studio.
like puddle of tears. Yeah.
It was so funny.
Go to town, clean yourself up.
It was it was one of those amazing moments because in the studio that you don't always get. You know what I mean? And it was just like she was just like bawling her eyes out and she's singing and it's like the note is just barely perfect, barely, because it has that element of like emotion and you can hear it like when you're fucking screaming or singing or whatever and you're like your voice is like whatever. That's what that song is. And the note it's on. It's just barely there though because of the emotion in it.
Yeah.
We love that, and we were like, it doesn't need to be exactly perfect, but it's the perfect note. But
The
it's
emotions
like
speaks louder than the actual.
You can tell she's about to break.
Yeah.
But I also
that's-
refuse, like absolutely refuse on everything to do any sort of like auto tune. Like you can pitch correct at the tiniest bit, but no, because if I'm gonna sing a song, I need it to be exactly as I have it.
I appreciate that deeply.
Like,
Well, she
'cause-
has like damn near perfect pitch in my opinion, but and she nails it.
We're not biased here.
Yeah, we're not biased. But, she's always been fantastic with her pitch, but it was just like,
But no,
that was the take.
Yeah, but since then I hate singing that song because I can't do it like that. And it's not. I don't know. I can't really say I have a favorite though.
No.
Um,
I totally got engrossed into that
Part
story.
of me really thinks that like he designed the bathroom like that on purpose. He like told the
Just sit there and
contractor,
put
he's
you
like,
down and just-
look, this bathroom needs to push
Chris?
people to the brink.
Yes.
They're either gonna realize they got it, or they're gonna stop.
It's gotta
wasting
look
my
like
time.
the bathroom in 8 Mile.
And then I,
nice.
It'd be like a
it's
confession
seriously-
chamber.
and then I need a regular bathroom for me because I don't need that.
It's genuinely like it's so nice. Like his house is beautiful, but that bathroom, it's super like moody and stuff. Like where you could absolutely
It's still
sit in the
beautiful,
shower and
just
just like
moody.
have a whole concert to yourself, or you could sit there and question your self worth.
That's
in the
the
mirror.
writing
But-
bathroom.
Yeah.
Big circle
Yep.
back. You know,
His
she said that you
Take
were
a shit,
a
write a
baby
song.
for good now, and
Yep.
she cried in a
did.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Over a bathroom.
She didn't say that.
You're the baby though.
She didn't say that she wasn't a baby.
Hey, no. Okay, look, I'll be a baby when it like.
I was
You
taking
can cry with my eyebrow in my hand. Gloomy bathroom.
Oh.
You don't understand.
Okay, but like.
His personal bathrooms look like a lot like My Little Pony.
Yeah, it's the total opposite. It's nothing but happy thoughts. He's like, I have
Care Bear
perfect
outside.
the good bathroom.
Just a field of flowers.
So
on the wall.
I got too engrossed in the story, I completely forgot what song you were talking about.
They said it
We're
like
talking
7
about one
times.
horse.
One
horse.
more. Oh no, I thought. Well, so that's what I thought. But I was like, oh, she's talking about a different song. I wanted to. Make
Or
sure.
now, as you call it, My Little Pony. Yeah.
You're gonna
Okay.
feel like a schmuck when you
I
watch
know.
that
I
question
know.
back.
Sorry.
My favorite song on the record is Caskets, Color of Caskets. That's my favorite song. One of my favorite songs I've ever written in my entire life. Like that song has every element that you could ever want in a song, in my opinion. It starts out fucking balls to the wall screaming, and then comes in with her chorus, which we wrote, and we're like, this is kind of too punk, I think. And then we put words to it. I was like, nope, it's perfect. And it was just like, and then I get to sing with her on it a little bit and do like the recall, you know what I mean, thing. And then I back up Tyler in a couple spots, and Tyler has some awesome screaming parts, and we have this beautiful bridge to it. It's like nice and pretty, and then it drops into the super fucking heavy part where he's screaming his guts out, and then we have a chanty part at the end where there's like a chorus part, you know. And it's just I just love that song. I can't listen to it enough. That's hands down my favorite.
See, that one, it's up there. I think my favorite out of the recorded songs is probably We the Broken.
That's really solid.
That's
song.
one of my favorites.
I think that's the one that we reviewed.
That's a pretty well put together song.
See-
It's a radio rock song for sure. We wrote it as that, you know what I mean? But it's a pretty good song.
Yeah, I think I like that song the most because it has equal parts of everybody. But I was able to do something. I love, like in music, I love being able to switch tone. And so, like in the verse parts, I kind of did this more eerie, like deeper tone, and then you switch to the chorus, and it's like, you know, we'll use it again, My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Okay, it is straight like sunshine, rainbows, we're all gonna be so great. Yeah, and it was really, really fun, especially recording that. I really, really love sitting there and just, you know, feeling like absolute shit because it's like, you suck,
Chris
and then
was
I
at
get
that
it, and
one
I'm
too.
just
Yeah.
like, get it.
She sang the verse parts in the higher range, and he's just like, don't do that. And she's like, well, that's how I sing. And he's like, not anymore. She's like, sing it lower.
Yeah,
He's like, you can do it.
rewrote a lot of that song in the studio.
I feel like when I like go to record, like I want to choose him, but at the same time, like I don't want to leave and be like, God, that fat man just cried the whole time. I hope he never comes back.
No,
Well, what was his band? Chubby Dum Dum?
he's awesome. We love Chris. He's great. Yeah. He's
Honestly,
really fun.
he sounds like a
He's recorded
producer
so many of
that
my
you,
friends.
that you need.
Yeah.
one that you
Yeah.
want,
He
because
doesn't pull punches.
He's not gonna like dick around and be like, oh yeah, let's run that back. Hour's almost up. Let's run that back 4 more times.
Yeah.
Like he's telling you, he wants you to have the best. It sounds like he wants you to have the best product that you can have.
And he'll tell you too, if it was good, he'll be like, that was awesome. Or he'll be like, that was really good. Let's do 3 more takes just to make sure we do it exactly the same, and I'll figure out the best one. Okay. But normally it was just like you can do better. I know you can. You know, and it's just, you know, and then there's times I can get along. I did the one track you hear is the one track I did.
Yeah.
And I did it all, and I was like geared up for it, and I did it, and I nailed it. He's like, that was perfect. All right, Maddie, you ready? And I'm just like, what? I don't get to sing anymore? He's like,
wanted
no,
to
it's
cry
fine.
in the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my turn to cry, damn it.
Bathroom, Chris. Yeah, no, but it was so funny. Yeah, so I just was like, okay, I guess I'm done. And then
Bathroom /
Chris,
therapy
if you
room.
happen to be watching this, I'm going through some things in my life. If I could just use your bathroom for like 15 minutes,
we need your therapy bathroom.
I just need to get through some shit and like I need decisiveness.
Well, and that's the best part too, is you could just barely see yourself in the mirror, like when you're on the toilet, so you can't actually, it's not like right there. So
like-
you're literally,
it's like
no,
the
it's not
half
even that.
face.
It's not even, it's literally like off to the side, so you have to like,
I was about to say, why is the mirror straight in front of the toilet?
It's
and
the
reflection?
you're literally sitting there like, on the toilet, just leaning over, just like, hey.
Like the old '90s music videos where you just see parts.
That's
of
what I
it.
was,
Yes,
yeah.
Or like, do you see the person that tries to sing the songs all by themselves and they flip the mirror?
Oh,
to like,
And then it goes, and the mirrors pop up.
yeah.
Don't put too many.
So next time
I get
you need to
confused.
record. You need to record a music video in the bathroom, like not actually going to
No,
the
no,
bathroom,
no,
but
wait a
like
Chris's bathroom.
yeah, in Chris's bathroom.
Nah, go to the bathroom.
Just
Art.
looking in the
Just
mirror.
chugging water bottles all day. Just like, keep it going, come on.
Need you cry?
Look, I got a gallon of Sunny
But they
Delight.
shoot
It's
it
gotta
where
be
they
gone
can,
if we're gonna
they
get this
shoot
right.
it looking at the mirror from the other side, so they only see part of your face. And then
Yeah.
like,
Perfect. That's a great idea.
Two-Face.
You know,
The Two-Face.
And I asked them.
I wanna write a song
Sunny
called
D,
Two-Face.
but I said Sunny Delight.
Yeah,
and
there
they
we
were
go.
like, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I didn't mean to use its government name, Sunny D. And they were like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Sunny D.
Like, yeah, what do you think the D stands for? Delight. not your kids.
Duh.
Not the kind Jeff drinks.
Sunny
No.
oh, I thought the D was for the vitamin.
You know, that's a legit argument.
No. Yeah.
So that's the sun that provides vitamin D, but that's fine.
But they have that in the logo, don't they?
The sun.
mean, it's-
Yeah, they have sun.
I assume
It's
that that's
implied,
where
man.
I assume
it's
you can get
implied.
enough vitamins from that. They never said it's good for you or that it has
the power of the
vitamins.
sun in your delightful drink.
They just tell you like the sun has vitamins.
It's like high.
and this is
it's
juice.
like high C.
That was the
I
whole
thought you drank high C
commercial.
for vitamin C, man. Like I was like, I don't know. I was like,
So, so we've got our, you've got February pretty much. I mean, are you probably pretty set? Probably not looking for filling up for any more for February.
No, God, I was literally texting my guitar player while we were sitting out there, and he's just like, "We got too many shows in February, bro." I'm just like, "It's our only 3 shows."
It's
I took-
3
I
shows.
asked you guys, and he's like, "I know." He just,
Don't
we
let
can't do
Jimmy
this every
Peter
month.
say
I'm like,
that.
I don't want to do it every month, but it's
Right.
our first 3 shows, and I don't want to turn them down. It's
wait
like,
till you
two-
ask if he can perform every weekend.
I know, right? 2 good Detroit shows and Fire from the Gods. Like that's, I'm not, and everybody's,
It's also the fact that it's not like how you. I mean, a lot of people would go for like one beginning, middle, and end of the month.
Right.
No, this is like 1 or 2 days in between.
Yeah.
You've got like
12th to
no.
the 17th to the 27th.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the touring life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to
don't
poop
know.
1 day out of those 3,
Right.
and you're done. Like that's it. You're on stage for the rest of it. That's basically how this
It
feels.
could be like Prize for 20 was back in the day. We played like 284 days of the year one time. Like all of our calendar, there would be like 6 days that didn't have an X through them. Like back in the day. It was crazy.
And I would be happy if it was like I'm famous going on tour or whatever, because you know what? I got money for Taco Bell and I can stop and pee wherever I want,
You don't have
But
to
like
work
I
or
don't
nothing?
have that.
Yeah.
I
I'm
gotta
broke.
go home, try and sleep. I got 2 dogs who sleep in my bed, don't let me sleep. Like,
Yeah.
no,
What kind
I
of
can't do
dogs?
that. Pit bulls.
Okay.
Just-
Actually,
Those are
no.
two dogs.
One
Those
of
are
them,
two dogs that
one
saved
of
her
them
life.
is.
Oh, good.
Yeah, one of them
I
is
have
the
I have a
mix.
pit mix, and I want to get another one actually.
My
Well,
pits
you
are great
know-
dogs.
My mom always said, she's like, I didn't know if I liked pits until you got your dog, and I'm like,
No.
you see,
Pits are such wonderful
The
animals.
biggest baby.
There's
Yeah.
there's a
mine
spit.
is scared of everything.
Yeah.
Like,
So is Brewster.
Mhm.
That
They're
dog
just
was
terrified
sure.
of
but
us.
he would protect my
She
wife
wears
like in an
pants.
instant. Like even when I mess with my wife, just play fighting, he's like right there.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, they're super loyal, wonderful dogs.
Yeah.
Well, okay, except for Moxie.
Like I
Moxie's
said,
a whore.
they literally.
Anyway,
that's how you
Moxie.
get more dogs.
No, I hate that dog. I love her so much. Actually, she's my favorite. But
She's
no,
a
she's
bitch.
just like me. Okay, she's
If you're
stubborn,
watching, Moxie.
she's lazy. I hate you, Moxie. No, she's stubborn. She's
Doesn't
lazy.
pay rent.
She's
You'll be
got,
crying when you come home.
I hope so. She needs to.
Yeah, my
she
dog needs
feels
to pay
no
rent,
remorse
too.
for anything
I know.
she does. They just got
Just like
into this
you.
massive. Exactly. Yeah. They just got into this
I'm so
massive
sorry.
bag of cat food. Ate all of it, and she turns and looks at me, and she's like, "Hi, Mom." Like, go to hell. But yeah, no, I'm about to trade her
And now
for
the cats
this
are
this
angry.
dog at the Humane Society. His name's Petey, cutest little thing ever.
Shout out
And,
to the Humane Society.
Shout out.
Yeah,
I did it right
give
this
me my
time.
cat. But yeah, no, I mean, I love them. I
Can you
do.
just trade a dog at the Humane Society?
I wish you could.
It's
I
like
really
leave a
would.
penny, take a penny.
Like,
you know?
That's
not how that works.
A couple days in between the drop off.
No,
and
I
the
would just
pickup.
have my best
That
friend
was the
go
case.
take
Those dogs
Moxie.
have been traded up years ago when they lived with me.
No, I would just go have my best friend take Moxie. I'll walk in and be like, Petey, come here.
Yeah.
You're my baby now. Yeah.
So, do you have any like plans, goals in? Obviously, February's taken care of, but like past February.
Nope.
No. Okay.
We are going to be recording soon.
Cool.
Hopefully with well, like I hope Chris is available. We're probably going to do one with him if we can. I don't know. I don't know the status of his bathroom. But
He's remodeling it.
We'll come back.
we're gonna do probably gonna track this song called "The Night," which is one of our songs that we really love and playing and all that. I like it specifically, but it's just one of these. It has a riff in it that I've literally been playing for like 20 years.
Oh.
Back into the project for 20 days, I wrote this riff.
Yeah.
And Dan and I would jam it. Dan and Dave and I would jam it back in years ago, and it finally made it into a song. Fucking A! It finally made it into a song, and it's a good song, and I love it. But that's another one of the songs where everybody has a part. Everybody has a big part in the song. I sing, she sings, Tyler sings. there's showcases Dan a little bit. Dave has a little bass thingy. Andy has a cool guitar part in there. It's just a really cool, solid song, and we just never were able to record it yet. And so I think we're going to record that, and then and hopefully write 3 or 4 more songs by the end of the winter into the spring, hopefully. But the only show we have is sometime in May. There's this place in Burton called Beamers, and they got us our very first show ever as a band. And my buddy Craig and his band Aberdeen, shout out! He got us our first show. We opened for them, and they are a really, really great cover band in Burton. They play tons of awesome '90s only stuff, which is cool. I think maybe early 2000s, but anyway.
And they ruined it.
Yeah, it's just like we're gonna do the first show of the year at Beamers in May. You guys in? I'm like always. So we'll probably do that show. But we don't have anything between February and May right now. I'm sure there's going to be shows.
Right, yeah.
We're going to try to play like 10 shows a year. You know, if we play more than that, we're already at 3. We will, but like I told everybody that I'm like, when we started this band, we said we're not going to play a shit ton of shows. We're not going to tour unless people are paying us a lot of money to do it, and we don't have to work. We don't need to tour. You know, social media doesn't make you need to tour anymore.
Right.
What's the point? You play as good shows as you can, and then you push the shit out of all the social media stuff, and that's how you get discovered. I mean, that's how it is now, unfortunately. You know, you go to get a show somewhere and like, how's your TikTok presence? I'm like, fuck you. Like, you know, so then we had to get a TikTok presence, you know? So,
Yeah,
but
you got a guy for that.
that's the way of the world now. Yeah.
We've been neglecting our TikTok.
A little bit.
Our TikTok is not great. I
It
mean, we
seems like-
stream live and we get like 5 or 6 people on it. It drives me nuts. We just got to figure out.
It seems like TikTok's on like the downtrend as of lately. I've seen like
We just got to put out more
rumblings.
content. Is really what it is. We're just getting our jam space to look nice to where we can actually, when we stream and everything's fine. You know?
Yeah.
So, and just got to put out those good videos with whatever.
See, I will say my best friend Gabby, she is like the sole person on our TikTok. Yes. Shout out
to
Gabby.
Gabby.
Shout out.
Yes.
She's got us all of our 75,000 likes.
We need
I
you
love
on the
that
Burton
girl
beat.
Please.
so much.
She has a huge thumb.
No, it's actually hilarious because when we did our last live at our practice, I'm sitting there and I turn around and I'm seeing all these hearts go up and whatever, and I was just like, how many people are in here? So I like kind of
Gabby.
sneak my way over. There's one person, it's Gabby, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're red.
She did
Your
like
thumbs
22,000
are
likes
red.
one time.
Yeah, when we first started doing TikTok, I bought one of those auto clickers. So like, yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, we'll get it one way or another.
Yeah.
We've made like $1.18 on TikTok.
Nice.
We got some gifts. Yeah.
Right
Danny
on.
gave us some gifts. Yeah.
You live in the high
No,
life.
and we don't have any ideas that like, yeah, we're never. TikTok is probably not going to do anything for us. You never know because you got to
Right.
and you got to have a shit ton of content, and you got to pay a bunch of money to promote all the stuff. For someone to see that, hopefully someday. But like right now, we just have fun with it. Stream our practices, and you know, we stream every Friday. You know, for the couple hours we play. You know.
I will say our other issue is having a 45-year-old do social media instead of letting his daughter. You know, that's...
You don't do anything, so that's why. So get on it.
See, you know...
She looks like
okay.
she's on the gram.
Okay, you know what? And that's kind of funny because I used to be really, really heavy into Instagram. Now I don't care about any of them really.
That's exactly what you want to hear somebody who wants to do social media say about. I don't care about any of
For
them.
my personal life,
Hold on to those passwords.
I know all his passwords.
Yeah.
All dad sucks number 1 now.
Yes. But no, I mean, I have a bunch of like ideas and stuff, and then I'll bring them to the band, and everyone's just like, "That's a lot of work," and I'm like, "Well, that's."
I mean, we're getting there. I got all my GoPros out, and we're using all those in the in our live space and whatnot. And we shot a video, and I've been working on doing video stuff, and it's just like everybody wants to shoot a real video is like 2 Gs, you know what I mean, 2, 3
Yeah.
Gs, and it's like we're not to that point yet.
No.
We've had one show.
Like
Let's do 20, 30 shows, then put out a music video.
Well,
We have our one music video is okay. It's synced up to the music, thank God. But
That's always good.
And it's whatever it is. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, whatever. But go watch the video and tell me if you like it.
Yeah, that video was such a good garage band. Just like we had fun with it. It wasn't even like really serious.
Yep.
But no, like I keep trying to tell them, one person, iPhone camera, all of us, we could simply go out into a field. Like it really doesn't matter. I
And
mean,
you're surrounded by it,
there's-
so.
Exactly.
One horse town.
Yeah, I mean, there's this band I follow on TikTok. Wish I could remember their name. Sorry. But they
No shout out.
No shout out.
No for you. No shut up
They
for you.
do. They have this video I keep going back and looking at, and it's just him singing in this random stairwell or whatever. But it looks like it's so done, like edited. They've got like the filters on it, whatever. The whole like flashy metal looking lyrics, and I'm like, that could be us.
I do have access to a really rad warehouse.
Yeah,
at
I
Factory
mean-
too, we
Yeah,
can video that.
that's what
Oh,
approaching autumn just did theirs upstairs. Well, they did it in August though.
Yeah, don't do it in
It's,
August upstairs.
very hot.
Yeah, that's probably where we will end
Wasn't
up
it
doing
August?
too.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that one. Oh, I guess you weren't there for that.
Yeah.
show.
I wasn't either.
No,
I
they
did talk to
didn't-
them though.
Didn't they come out with?
Kid Brother just played their final show there.
I mean, they have
weeks ago,
another.
and that was like such a fan.
They have another video they came out with since.
I'm a
then.
big
And they-
believer as far as content creation goes. Is that if you have enough what you consider quality content,
Yeah.
and you just keep pushing it,
Yeah.
and keep releasing,
We just
the momentum comes behind.
we just need to come up with more ideas, and the fact that we practice once a week, which is a lot for some bands, but we practice every Friday, and we try, like I said, we try to stream there. But like getting us all together because all of us have kids, and a couple of us have young kids, and it's hard to just be like, okay, on this day we're gonna go into a field somewhere or into downtown Flint and shoot outside of the farmers market or whatever.
Right.
Or we're gonna go to Factory 2 and we're gonna shoot upstairs or downstairs. or whatever.
Scheduling.
And it's just, yeah, it's scheduling. And I have like 3 professional photographers that are like my great friends that could all shoot photos. We just got to get together.
Right.
And I got 2 dudes that I know that are professional videographers. A guy that used to be in my band, he does professional videography and shoots movies now. And another guy that did a video for her for the Third Degree Burns one time for her final performance that her and I did when she did Bring Me to Life. I did the other guy part. And he shot that, and that was
that
awesome.
part.
Yeah. And so like they're both, that's what they did for a living. I could get them. It's just money and
Right.
time and getting us all together. And so we could have a ton more content. We just aren't 20 years old. We'd
Right.
be able to just drop everything like all these TikTok people do, and have
Yeah, we're not 20 years old.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're 21.
correction?
Act like
That's
it.
why I said it. That's
But
why
the
I said
reason
it. You're
the
not
20
20
the
anymore.
20-year-olds on TikTok have all that time is they're actually
But-
making their money off of TikTok. You know?
What you
Yeah.
guys have,
But they don't
over him,
have
though,
to do
is
anything
you have
else, you know?
experience. You have
Yes.
experience, and you're a little
And
bit more
arthritis.
polished.
See,
Yeah,
but
there
we
is.
could also use practice time.
Yeah, that is
No,
a good.
you're not wrong. I understand that, but let's get through the winter so we don't have to go
I know,
outside.
but okay. This
The spring is
Again,
going to
he
be
said
huge for us.
arthritis.
Actually, hang on, I got an idea. Next band practice, find a field. The guys will meet you there.
you know,
Yes.
It's like
We'll be at
That's
the
what
night
they
ball.
have to
practice
use
is over. Where
response.
is
We'll be at the night ball
everybody?
at 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, that's.
I've been here 3 hours. No one showed up.
I know. We're gonna.
The field, the lighting is perfect.
I'll sit there and send out a text in the group chat, and then it's like I wait a couple hours, I check my phone, nothing.
You just
and
see-
then Dad
you-
will just be like,
you'll
"Hey,
see the 3 dots for 3 hours because they'll type something and never send it.
No, seriously.
We're all dads. All of
No,
us are
it's-
dads. That's how it goes.
It's
so.
hilarious, but then he'll send out like anybody else sends out a text, and it's immediately everyone's just like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's like,
Yeah. Our Discord is a big group thing too. We talk in Discord all day, just random, just fucking nonsense. But it's like we blow up Dan's phone because Dan like works from home for a living. He'll be like, "You motherfuckers, stop group texting. Go to Discord." Sorry, Dan. Discord. But no, the spring is going to be big for us because we're going to be doing like more photo shoots, and we're going to have real photos. And of course, we're just going to have them on our phones because nobody shoots 8x10s anymore. You don't need
Right.
glossy 8x10s like you did back in the early 2000s, and that's your press kit.
I told you this.
Sucks. I want to do those though. I love
went to
those
the mall.
old great 8x10s. That reminds
They
me.
went to
I would play-
JCPenney.
You guys hear about that mall show at Saginaw?
Oh yeah.
See you next Tuesday played.
yeah.
And they fucking owned. There was like 500 people there. It was
That's where we're
awesome.
going to be doing our Comic Con.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they had just an impromptu. Well, it looked like an impromptu metal fest, just playing in the middle of the mall.
Yeah, it was
Fashion
rad.
Square Mall.
Yep. And my buddy, Baby D,
yeah,
he shout out to Baby D.
Shout
out.
He's
There's a lot of shout-outs today.
he's in Shadow People, and he was in kind of technically they're still back together. Second System. He started that band. Toured with those guys for years. I think he has something to do with that show, like help put it together or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta talk to his ass and get the next show on there. But it was awesome playing a mall, so cool, So anyway,
The guy who owns that mall is really cool. He's got, and it's not who you think it would be. Like I thought it was gonna be like some old white guy. No, he's got like piercings and like he had a beanie on and stuff.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I've met him a couple times.
Yeah, he's really
I know
cool
exactly
guy.
what you're talking about. I know him. I just don't know. It's just not. I can't say he's my friend. I just know who he is.
I had ran into him one day. He went to go see Eric from Media Reload, and he it's like, oh, he's not there. But like when he went to talk to Eric later, he's like, yeah, I was talking to your boy, and he's like, which one? He's like, the one that's got his hat sideways. So it's like,
That is your trademark.
yeah.
Man. You and Ashton.
Oh, you mean Chubby Dum Dum?
That's my stage name. What can I say?
That would be neat though. That mall show would be sweet.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
That's what we're hoping to do that with the do that with the Comic-Con and have music there as well. Because I have experience. I used to do the marketing for a show in West Virginia called SubasaCon, more anime based, but they to try to take what I know from that and add it to this.
Yeah,
one.
that'd be sweet. Yeah, get us on that bill.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I'm excited. I think
Hopefully
Town
spring's
will be
gonna
hit
be.
with the furries.
it would be, yeah, it would. Heck yeah. And then also prancers. Have you seen the people who do prancing?
Nope, I don't know.
Yeah, so apparently it's a thing. It seems like something Travis
I
would
thought
do.
I was a nerd, but dude, where are you going with
No,
this?
so Travis on the weekends. There's, when you're a kid back in the, I guess the early '50s, where they had the horse head on a stick.
Yeah.
Okay, I do this. No,
That's exactly what we're talking about now.
So they go
All
out.
too well.
It's all set up for like horses and stuff like that to jump over them.
Dressage.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
fuck,
it's just
that was in an episode of Grey's Anatomy, and some dude got like, yeah,
where it ended up is not where you want it to end up.
That's
Don't
exactly
yuck
what
my
it was.
yum.
That's
My
right.
aunt is
Grey's
watching.
Anatomy. That was
she's old enough to know.
I just watched that episode. That's crazy. My wife loves Grey's Anatomy.
I believe it's
So does my wife.
If not, that's what it should be called.
Travis.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's and they were like everybody in Grey's Anatomy was making fun of it and all that, and they're just like, I just want to be me. Anyway, but,
Yeah. No, that's
yeah, that's
hilarious.
the thing. Yeah, that is the thing. But no, that would
I
be.
think it would be a hit with the bronies too.
Well,
the
I
brownies.
didn't think that's what we were gonna
There's
do
so many crossovers.
Yeah, there's so many avenues to this we can work with.
now. You know, have
If it
fun
has
with
to
it,
do with
take
horse-
my name off of it.
If it has to do with horses, it's gonna work.
I mean,
Yep.
you could just wear a horse costume, and then you don't have to have your face
That's
involved
true.
in anything.
Yeah, but you do have to sing because
I
I
mean-
feel you are a valuable part to the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you sing with a horse head on?
They can do it on The Masked Singer. I'm pretty sure she could.
Yeah, she did love My Little Pony. We were My Little Pony people when she was little.
Did?
Yeah. Okay, loves.
She
but-
looks like a
Put
shutterfly.
some
We
respect
did
on my
love.
name.
Yeah.
So
What'd
she's
you
got
say?
the.
That was the wrong one. I can't remember what the mean one was.
Who were you, a
but I would
Princess
go with that
Celestia?
one.
Rarity,
No, not even close.
No,
The mean one.
I don't remember.
The mean
There was so
one.
many.
You did your best.
the one
I
played by
said for you
Tarzan.
Celestia.
You
I picked one of
remember
them.
a name, and
I remembered a name.
Okay,
I
Grumpy
was,
Bear.
I was watching that pop culture Jeopardy, and they started listing off the names of the My Little Ponies. And some reason I knew one of the names, so I shouted it out. And my wife looked at me, and I'm like, "It's not what you think."
While he was sitting with his wife, he blamed it on his wife. It's not what you think. Can you just hand me those apples? I ran out of sugar.
It's because I knew
Also,
one
I need
of the
my
My Little
Prancer
Pony
stick.
names.
One time.
Feed me sugar cubes like you do at home.
If I was on the show right now, we would have got $500. Should we question that?
Yeah. You want money or not?
But all right. Before we close it out and listen to your music, do you have a last question you want to ask them?
You know I didn't. You're
No,
a dick.
usually you do.
Yeah, it's the same one every time. What's one song that you would recommend to a stranger? Doesn't have to be yours. It can be yours, but just one thing that you think I think a stranger should hear. So, just to start it off, I think everybody should hear the song "Looking for Pussy" by Dr. Hook.
Yep.
It's a groovy song. They're a very eclectic group. If you're not familiar with them, the poet Shel Silverstein got them together. They do groove, they do sad songs, a little bit of country, a little bit of country rock. It's quite interesting.
You know it's Sylvia's mother, I think.
Yep, Sylvia's Mother. They actually have a ton of hits, but they're bigger in like Amsterdam. But that would be my recommendation. Jeff?
Okay.
What would yours be?
Oh, you're gonna let them think. Oh, shit.
Gosh. I just noticed you have a John Hammond shirt on.
Yeah,
He does.
I didn't know he had a
You can get it for $45
Yeah.
if you use
Shout
code
out.
BEAT and also buy it in person.
I probably have to say, I can't remember the name of the singer, but recently we heard it. It was, what was it? Shoot. Is it Strawberry? No, not Strawberry. Cherry Rose. Cherry Rose.
I was gonna say he took mine.
Cherry Rose. I don't remember the name of the artist, but it did come out this year. It is definitely my favorite singer, or my favorite song this year so far. I mean, we are just early into 2026, but are you looking it up?
Yeah. It's
It was a couple of
most
in-betweens
commonly refers
ago.
to the cherry rose jewel nastrium, a fast-growing edible annual with deep rosy red flowers and trailing dark green foliage.
Thank you. What's the name of the artist?
It doesn't. I just told
Song. Put in song Cherry Rose.
you. I know, Jeff.
That's why Travis is the guy.
And look how he's doing.
Yeah.
Cassius
Swipe off.
Culpepper?
Yes, Cassius Culpepper. Cassius Culpepper.
Okay. I don't know either of those, but
So, all right.
I don't listen to the radio.
It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't have to be anything on the radio.
No, I mean, that's why I don't know them.
Oh, okay.
They didn't play Looking for Pussy on the radio. It's about a lost cat.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
It is.
Okay,
He's never listened to it.
that's not true.
Man, I'm.
You want another second?
I'm
Travis,
thinking, yeah.
He took mine.
you have another one.
Yeah.
Do that young blood one.
The one with Aerosmith?
Yeah. Travis fucking loves that song.
You know, I poo-pooed that guy for a while, and then he came up with Ozzy and all that, and I'm just like, okay, I like Ozzy.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to Ozzy, but I respect him. You know what I mean? None of his shit I liked, except for maybe Crazy Train. But like, I never really liked any Ozzy stuff ever, and I hate saying that. I never liked Black Sabbath. I didn't like any of that shit. But I respect Ozzy because he's fucking Ozzy. You know what I mean? So like, it's just I would never poo-poo Ozzy. So for him to like come up for Ozzy and Ozzy to rep him, I was like, okay, I'll listen to his songs. And then my wife was like, hey, listen to this song, and out of the blue, and I'm like, okay, you know what, fucking Youngblood. Listen to Youngblood.
Youngblood.
And she showed me. She's laughing in her head right now because she likes Youngblood. And I was just like, I'm gonna listen to this guy because my wife said so. And I listened to it, and I'm like, this guy is fucking good. He's a good singer. I really like him, and so that's who I've listened to him a couple times now, and all of his songs. He has very eclectic taste like we do.
Yeah.
Some of his shit's weird. Some of his shit is melodic and poppy, and some of it's heavier. And he's cool. He reminds me of us. We got a lot of weird shit too. So
I do actually have something because I just thought about it. So I actually listen. I'm a big like '90s rock person. A lot of people only know like from Tonic. They only know the song "If You Can Only See." But that whole album, Lemon Parade, is actually great. So like anything off of there, like Lemon Parade itself or anything like that. Like don't listen to that song. Listen to the whole thing. So
That's probably the most profound I've
What
ever
a
heard.
deep
too.
cut.
Yeah, I know.
go way back.
no, that is a good. I like Tonic. They were good.
That's probably the best reference that Travis has ever had.
I am.
Amazing.
If I could say another one, it would be listen to Hum.
Fuck him.
Hum is
kinda sounds
one of my favorite early '90s bands.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of the goddamn song. I listen to it every single day.
They don't sing in them.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Crash Test Dummies.
I know.
Who I also love.
I thought that was Weird Al.
He did a Weird
did
Al
a
version,
parody, yeah.
I love Weird Al. Yeah. What is the name of that song? Something Train to Mars. Stars.
Stars?
Yeah.
By Hum.
By Hum. I think it's Stars. Counting Stars, I think it is. But anyway, fucking great song. It's that '90s vibe. It has that like helmet guitar riff with like the Smashing Pumpkins chorus on the distortion,
Right on.
and it's like bam, da, dun, dun. It's like that jammy vibe, And the average singing of every '90s singer, they're like just good enough to be the singer of the band type of thing. That's how they are. I fucking love them. So that's my other one. So there's that.
I guess okay.
Youngblood.
Absolute respect on his name, but no. So there's this artist I've
Don't say
been.
Dua Lipa.
No,
Who's the one that dresses like a cow?
What?
I told you I did it one time.
this time.
You totally just made me spit my water.
No, so I guess, okay, he's been one of my favorite artists for God knows how long. Ryan Caraveo, he has this song called Outro. Yeah, shut up. I actually just got a tattoo of some of his lyrics, but he has a song called Outro. I think everybody should listen to that, or any of his stuff.
Do any of you know who Ryan Caraveo is?
No.
I was
He's
trying
like
to
a YouTube guy.
I was trying to
guess,
figure out how to
wasn't
spell it.
he? Isn't he a YouTube guy? Like that's how he got
Ryan
started.
Caviar?
No.
Is that what it?
Yeah, somewhere.
Ryan Caviar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan Caviar. Yep.
Ryan Macchiato. Put some respect on his name.
Ryan Calf Eater. He eats calves. No, Ryan Caraveo. He's actually really good.
Yeah,
But
he's-
nobody knows who he is because he's like that mid-range, like you know what I mean.
Well, he didn't start off on YouTube. Really, it was. I mean, like a lot of his music was posted on there because that was really the only outlet at the time. But like, I mean, his was. He started out with like CDs, playing random shows in Seattle and stuff. I actually found him because I found a flyer on the ground my first time in Seattle, and I made my grandma drive me out there to sit outside.
That
I
is
was too
pretty
young to go in.
impressive. That is pretty
Yeah, I was
impressive.
way too young to go in, so I sat outside and listened.
Yeah.
So what kind of music, or is it all over the place?
So I get
Rock poppy.
Smooth jazz.
no
Smooth
what?
jazz?
No,
Hip hop.
it's more
Folk
of like
punk?
a rap kind of.
rap.
Yeah,
So,
it's actually really interesting.
he sells places out though. He's big enough to do that.
That's
so.
good.
Yeah, like he has a show that I'm gonna sell my kidney for.
At your local bingo hall.
At the L Club in Detroit.
Yeah.
He plays there every single time, and it's so like all of his shows when he plays, he's one of those artists that like wants to be in with you guys instead of like, okay, yeah, I'm famous, you're here, give me your money. But yeah, I don't know. I've always been obsessed with his music and just who he is and stuff. And like he has a lot of his older stuff is more, it's very rappy.
Shut up,
And-
Ryan Caraveo.
Yeah.
Shut up!
So,
I can't say your name though.
That's how I want to be though. I don't want to be a recluse artist. I want to jump into the crowd at a show and be like, "Who wants to touch me?
Who wants to fucking touch me?
I said who wants to touch me."
no,
Shout out to Eric
he's
Cartman.
yeah.
That's why
he's
Travis
very
crowd
right.
serves.
Yeah, everybody touch me. I'm not asking. That's me telling you.
We
No.
threw Saturday, and the last thing Travis said before they carried him off was, "They're touching me everywhere.
They're touching me.
everywhere."
Yeah, my therapist was in the crowd somewhere.
Touch me too. Anywho,
Right on. Okay, well, I think we're going to come back and listen to some of their music. So get ready for that. Thank you very much. Hold tight.
Big thanks to our new sponsor, New Paths. They are a dedicated recovery and support organization right here in Michigan. New Paths provides compassionate, evidence-based treatment and resources for individuals overcoming substance use and rebuilding their lives. Whether it's outpatient support, residential care, or recovery housing, they're helping people find healthier, brighter futures every day. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/newpathsinc to stay connected. Learn more about their programs and see how they're making a difference in our community. That's New Paths Incorporated, changing lives and opening doors to new possibilities. Visit their Facebook page today.
All right, so we're going to take off and listen to some of your music. What do you got queued up for us first?
we can start. What do you want to start with, man?
Get along.
Let's start with "Get Along."
All right, let's hit it.
So this is our punk-inspired-ish song.
Why can't we all just get along? All just get along. What is wrong with this world?
Don't you know it's not okay?
Fighting every word you say.
Why can't we just go back to when we all were sane?
I don't even know what to
Nothing stays the same.
think. Why can't we all just get along? Opinions different, so we do.
That was crazy. I
That's
like
cool.
that. What do you? Because obviously, she was the female part, the vocals,
The clean vocals.
Yeah, the clean vocals, and then you were the other
clean vocal.
other clean
Yeah,
vocals.
I did the chorus. She did the verse parts. Yeah.
And then who was doing the again? Was is this Tyler?
Tyler. Yep, he's the aggressive vocalist. That was his parts in there, and we were like doing the parts, and he's like he again would do thin things, and it has to be like exactly how perfect for him, you know, and we were just like, no, it's really cool. He's like, well, I don't know if I'm like, dude, it kind of sounds like Tim Armstrong from Rancid, like the way you're singing it. He's like, oh, okay. I goes, it's cool. Like, I like that. It like gives that 90s like vibe or whatever. And like, it's like the yeah, with that like raspy.
Yeah.
And I said, I fucking love it. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. Like, let's do it. And it turned out really good, I thought. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's fun. He does stuff like that all the time. It's neat. So,
Yeah, I love when bands are able to like actually play on like the duality of different sounds in a song.
We try to.
Because some bands, I just feel like they could do it and it would just add more depth to like the project they're on. So that's one thing I've like appreciated. I've listened to more than just one of your songs.
Oh, well, thanks.
Not to put Jeff on
I
the spot or
appreciate that.
nothing, but
No,
I did my research.
we try to do stuff like that. We try to not like everything comes to like nothing actually comes to a band vote really obvious. But we just do like, hey, what do you guys think about this? And I'm be like, yeah, it's cool. But let's try this instead of this. And okay, then usually it's one or the other. You know, we really put everything to like everybody writes everything. You know, everybody love everybody. Jackie Moon.
Can't we all just get along?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's a song about how fucked up the world is right now. It's like it wasn't like we weren't like quoting Rodney King or nothing like that. It was just like you just thought it was how we were gonna go, and that's how the song went. You know, but the world is kind of messed up, and that's kind of where we were at on that one. So
Topic of the song, we're all flesh and bone.
Can you go through us again with that one part of the vocals where you do the clean vocals? What your mic is again? Because I think that's a cool add to it.
My clean vocal is on a regular mic, but so on my live rig I have a regular mic, and then I have an Olive Garden cheese shaker that has an old school phone when they had the curly cords receiver in it, and that's what gives you that part. And that's how it gives it. Yeah, it was really fun. I bought it from a dude in Kansas City when I was traveling for my job. And it was $50, and this dude in the Kansas City Guitar Center sold it to me literally while he was working at Guitar Center, and had him just in his bag. He's like, "You want to try it with this wood?" I'm like, "Okay." It plugs in with a guitar cable. Doesn't even plug in with a mic.
And he
cable.
made it?
Yeah, he makes them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so
If you're out there,
I
please get a hold of me because I've been trying to get 2 more of them.
Yes.
So I can't find the guy. I called the place.
Let's just ship us 5 and we'll disperse them.
Yes, exactly.
Just a Guitar Center employee, like,
Yeah.
oh, you're looking at microphones, huh? You don't.
That's
want
fucking
none.
exactly
You don't
how
want
it
none
went.
of
He said,
these
"Come to the back.
microphones."
Come to the back room."
This is Guitar Center and beyond.
That's Blick reference. I get that. I just watched that movie. No, that's exactly how it went too. I'm not joking. It went down exactly like that. I'm like, yeah, I need a mic. Like, how do you do the
Like
thing?
a weird drug deal.
It was a weird drug deal, but it was
out of order
microphones.
song.
He's like, I got what you need,
You
man.
could also do it with some of like the older style mics if you.
Like a green,
Like,
like a
yeah.
bullet mic. Yeah, you can do with those.
Could
too.
you imagine though, like trying to sell somebody on this is clearly an Olive Garden cheese shaker with an old phone receiver?
And he literally was just like, I was like, I just want that, like that this on this.
I'm trying to think of what band it is. There
He's
is
like, I got you.
There is a singer that uses like a more modern microphone, and he also uses like an all-around mic, but he like holds it upside down when he's singing.
You know that
So, like,
sound
the
you were
problem
looking
is-
for?
yeah,
Well,
Probably a
listen to
green- Probably a
this.
green bullet 52. It's a big silver mic, right? Like a 50 style.
Sleeve
Yeah.
has
Yeah, a
buttons.
lot of singers do that. That's where they get that sound.
I have a tattoo that's very similar to that mic style. So
Yeah, exactly. So that mic does that. I just have the $50 Olive Garden cheese shaker.
dude, that's awesome though. Yeah,
It's fun. It
And it's a
literally
better
has the fucking
story.
handle on it that you would hold. It has the handle on it still.
It's just a cool story too.
Yeah, it's
also
awesome. It's
says
in our
Olive
music.
Garden.
If you watch our music video, you'll see it. You'll see it.
Does it still say Olive Garden on
No,
it?
none of them say Olive Garden.
Olive Garden. Where's the sponsorship?
Olive Garden.
Shout out.
Yeah. So,
All right, so let's go on to the next song. What do you got?
You picked last time. Let's do One Horse now.
Okay.
So this is One Horse Town. This is our radio rock hit.
God, why can't I just get out of this town?
I'm not gonna lie. That one gave me chills. I really like that one.
Thanks, dude.
And
That's good.
because I'm a big vocal fan. Like that's what I listen to the most because that's what I'm more familiar with. But just the going into the high and that long hold with the high pitch, it was just fucking great, dude. I fucking love every moment of that song.
That's what we want people to feel.
Yeah.
We want to get that to a lot of people. So
I want to
people
get out of
can-
this fucking town now. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah, that was. I mean, that's the point of the song. I mean, that's why she wrote it. You know, and it was all her. Like, I literally just put the music together. That's all my input was, and all the stuff and the harmonies and all that crap. Everything came so fluid for her in the studio. Chris was like, try to do something in harmony, and she was like, okay, and then she literally just threw the harmony down. He's like, okay, that's it. Whatever you just did, that's it. And all the ahs and oohs and stuff. And the second half, the harmonies are different over the bridge, and and it just was so organic and he didn't even tell her like a harmony. He just said, do something there, and she's like, okay, and then it just came out, and it was so awesome. Being in the studio with her was so cool because she's never been in a studio before that.
Yeah.
And it was just so natural for her, and it was like, all right, I made that.
like it was that's just a slam dunk for me.
He's like, all right, we're
I know. I love that.
It's a no for me, dog. No, I was kidding.
This is the first band I've ever had that I've been in. I've recorded dozens and dozens of times and dozens of songs in studios. I don't listen to my old music. I can't, mostly because I'm singing on it. But like, I jam our shit every day.
Yeah.
Every single day I listen to our shit. And all of our stuff that we have recorded, like I recorded, is on our like thing so that we can listen to it and go back. We have another 7-8 songs that I recorded in my studio that are okay. They're going to listen to. I jam all that shit too. And it sounds not even as good as this, but it's just like, I love our shit. You know what I mean? And I can't say that with any other band I've ever been in. And it's just like that song by itself. I love that song.
I hate that I don't have a lot of knowledge about this kind of music because I'm a very old school, like,
Yeah, it's all good.
I like Motown and a lot of 50s music and soul and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but like I always it reminds me because it's the only reference I have. But like Evanescence, like that feel to it.
Oh, the next song's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Dude, we do Bring Me to Life. Like her senior song in that
Yeah.
band that
I
was
love
Bring
that
Me to
song,
Life. And
too.
we did that in we got a standing ovation.
bet. I
The
fucking bet.
We did it at the Franklin with Car show. So the whole place was full. It was
Yeah.
awesome. And I love that song.
No,
we did it last night at our karaoke bar that we were at for her birthday.
It definitely that.
And people love that
song
shit,
has
too,
That
you know?
early,
Yeah.
like that early 2000s vibe
Yeah.
to it also. Yeah.
You
I
can
was
tell
actually
we're all...
reminded of like Chester Bennington actually, just the way holding the note out,
Yeah.
and then like just the briefest of pauses, like just enough for like a, and then boom,
Yep.
into the
Yeah.
next lyrics.
Yeah,
like
it's got a lot of numb in there.
like
It sounds like
chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
So
Thanks, man.
whenever I write songs, I'm the complete opposite of him. I like to write my songs with emotion in mind 1st, and I like to write my songs as if they're the 5 stages of grief. But I rearrange the order sometimes. And like that song, I wanted it to be, obviously, just very calm. I guess in the very start of it, I want people to feel like, okay, this is going to be kind of like a more sad song, blah, 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 whatever. And then you hit the first chorus and it's kind of like, okay, all right, here we go. Like, we're
Yeah.
gearing up. The moment the high part hits, like, I wanted that to sound like I'm, like, genuinely just pleading.
Yeah.
Then we hit anger with the screaming, because I figured, like, the way I wrote it, that fits so good right there. And then at the very end, having acceptance with that tiny, tiny little resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you get like my mom listened to it and all this other stuff, and all these other people that are like in their like 70s or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're just like, why did you have to put the scream in it? And you're like, because listen, like that's the emotional
Right.
release at the end. It fit perfectly,
Right.
And it was just like, I don't know. I really liked it.
No, I fucking love it.
I think it came together perfectly.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it
Nail on
any
the
other
head.
way.
I'm glad you hate that song.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm so glad that that's the song you hate.
Yeah,
All right. So what do we got next?
This is the name of our record. The title song of our record is called "We the Broken."
Right on.
So.
that song.
You guys got a couple shout-outs. Is it Gabrielle or Gabriel?
Gabby, it's Gabby.
What up, Gabby?
Yeah.
She's on us with everything.
Shout out.
Shout out.
She's probably a number
love
one
that
fan.
baby.
Yeah, she's probably a number one fan.
She's yelling out your name.
We're gonna have them on another episode, so make sure you come to that one
Yep.
too.
Next episode might just be like more of a enclosed with them performing and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Probably not yet.
But how are we? That's the thing is like, do you guys have a board and stuff to plug in the bands and all that? How does that work? We'll talk about that later.
Exactly. Put a pin in that.
But no, this song. Okay, so I have a art history background, graphic designer and stuff like that. So this song, I can't remember the name of the painting or the artist, but
I know that one.
That's fine.
but it's
You're on a good start there.
but you probably know it once I describe it. So it's the French Revolution, and the main focus is the woman running the revolution, and she's got a ripped shirt, her tits out, and it's that is what this reminded me of, like just the rise up against and like the female lead, and then she's got all of her people behind her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Only hopefully fully closed.
I pray.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about all of our songs is they all mean something different to each of us. But one thing that I absolutely love about this song in specific is, like I said, the one thing that I can say I'm super proud of as a vocalist is being able to shift tone and do certain like little vocal flips or things like that. Add tiny little things that if you don't know of them, you're not going to notice them. But if you know of them, it's going to be like, hey, there's that, that's
That's
that.
what we're going for. That's what we're going for.
That kind of reminds me of like, I was thinking of the Disturbed album cover where like,
10,000 Fists?
Yeah, 10,000 Fists.
Same idea with like, that's another one too. Like this kind of thing.
No, it's like literally like 10,000 people.
That's
10,000
That's exactly what I saw in my head.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but this is like we rendered all this with AI.
Yeah.
We refuse to use AI art for
Right.
anything, but we use it for like ideas. And this is exactly pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So we're gonna recreate this with actual people from Flint someday in a video, and it's gonna be just like as many people as I can get to walk down like Saginaw Street or whatever, and see if we can do a video like that. So
That's
Yeah, when we were recording this, when I was in the studio, the only thing I can think of is how you said Disturbed, their Sound of Silence music video. That's what I was thinking of, and just a bunch of people like in the ash just sitting there. At least in my interpretation of this, the beginning of this song, I want it to sound like just despair and like anger, envy, like all the bad things.
Yeah.
Like embodied into like one voice. That's why, you have Tyler and I going back and forth. It's like we're on the attack. And then insert chorus and it's like, oh hey, yeah, we're not gonna actually listen to you guys. Get out of here, and so one of my favorite things is leading out of that chorus, I hold the note and I shift my tone to back down to the verse. And it's like, that's the very last of it. And you don't hear it at all again until Tyler comes back in at the end. He's supposed to, when I'm holding out the long note and he says, lead us through the fall, he's supposed to be mocking. And it's just, I love that. That's definitely my favorite out of our recorded songs just because of that. Like, there's so much that we did vocally and just, at least in my eyes, that fit this whole narrative of the song. And it's perfect to me.
that's why it takes us so long to write songs sometimes.
I have to say that
Maybe says bring me the horizon, if that means anything to
Yeah.
about that. So
Yeah.
was that another
a very
inspiration? or
cinematic
something?
song.
No, not at all
It's-
actually.
No. Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just saying it's a very cinematic song. Like,
Yeah, you can see
you
what we're talking about.
exactly
That's-
how it's going. You're holding your notes out, and like that's when like in the video it's like slow mo, and like you can see like the ashes fluttering down.
Yep.
And there's like
People are
almost
walking,
moment of beauty, and then when it picks back up, everything's like
That's-
the toxicity.
A lot of
music video.
shaky camera stuff going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
See,
exactly
we're
what
writing
we're
the
gonna
music video right now.
do. We are.
Yeah, that's what
We're not gonna get credited.
100 fucking
Just
people
call us
walking
call us
through.
up. We'll be 3 of those 100.
Yeah. And beat up clothes and stuff. I'm literally gonna put stuff out and have everybody share it and say, hey, at this time we're gonna shoot a music video. If you want to be in the video, please come out to this part of the blah 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 blah. But like wear shitty clothes.
Don't dress too nice.
Yeah, don't dress too nice. And
I'll wear what I got.
we're gonna be shooting a video, and that's one of the videos I think that like we would actually probably just pay a real good videographer to do, and just it'd be worth like $2,000 to do it, you know,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be big, and I think that would be well worth it.
I love the fact that it was legitimately painted a picture for me in my head, which I don't get with a lot of songs, but the fact that it gave me a reference, it was just crazy to me. Like, I'm like, whoa.
And that picture I showed you is pretty much what was in your head, right? That's how like beautiful, like that's what I'm talking about. How when we write songs, we write them with ideas, and we want them to be awesome, and we want them to have like grip on people and do exactly what you're doing, and that's really brings me such joy, the fact that you literally had the picture of what I had there in your head. So that makes me real happy.
And when we wrote the part that you were talking about a minute ago, I was telling them, it was like, yeah, now imagine this, right? Song drops out, right? And it's just like big old field, dust cloud, can't see nothing. They think they won, right? And then you see this tiny little like flame peeking through the ash, and then, you know, comes in, or insert like my quiet vocals, and then ash clears, and there's just a whole bunch of us, and it's just like, that would, you know?
That is cool.
Oh, yeah.
Right on. All right, hit me with the next one. What we got?
This is my personal favorite song, and
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I'll let you hear it. It's called "Color of Our Caskets."
Well, before, I need to preface a lot of the lyrics in this were, it's a messed up love song.
Okay.
So a lot of these are actual text messages.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Why don't you give me something to live for? Why can't you give me one more chance to live in a live, nothing to die for? Give me your hand for one last chance, can't forget you.
And it's all based on a feeling when I'm coming up and knocking on your door. And I feel like I'm dreaming
most about that is like the evolution of the song and like the growth. I think I like that the most.
I liked that in this one. You really highlighted. Oh man, I forgot his name. Tyler.
Yeah.
You really highlighted Tyler's abilities in that song.
That's Tyler's song,
and then
for sure.
also, but right towards the end, you guys kind of flip it around, and it's almost like he's like passing the ball back to you, and he's like, "All right, now this is where you run with it, and what I'm doing is highlighting what you
With the
do."
big bridge or whatever.
Yeah, and I also really appreciate in the lyrics that on both the clean side and the screaming side is that they're heavy and the tone that they're being sang with matches them.
Yeah.
Like when you're doing your lyrics, it's hauntingly beautiful, and then that's the way that you sing, and then he is gritty as hell, and it punches you in the face, and it all just adds up.
We spent a decent amount of time developing his screams as far as like not developing him, but like he'll scream away and then she'll sing, and we really do that. Like we go through and we match. Like, okay, this is gonna sound good with your mid range when she sings this. Now when she goes up, you should go low, and it's and we spent a lot of time like doing that to match that kind of idea. And he's so dynamic as a screamer. And people look at that and go, dynamic as a screamer. He can scream high and low, and then when he doubles and stuff. And I get it. Like there's lots of people that can do that, but like it matches her voice so perfectly. Yeah. And on the night they do that a lot too. And the song that we're talking about recording, whatever, it blends so well. You can't even really tell that it's like Tyler or her either way. And they're singing in perfect rhythm and timing. And it's like so. I don't know.
I've spent a lot of time working on matching my tone to Tyler's scream. Because if you listen to me sing any other genre of music or whatever, it sounds completely different. But because he has such a, what I like to call a back of the cave kind of scream, I sing down here more. Like I sing a lot lower. Even if I'm singing high notes, I try and keep a lower echo, just so I can blend with his scream better. And because I mean, I would never ask him to scream any other way. Like it's perfect.
I like his like change up at the end. That was really cool.
Tyler's?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has there's an underlying, I told him this time, like, okay, I want you to scream for like 30 seconds each time. And he's like, huh? I'm like, yeah, we're going to do this underlying, over to underneath the whole thing. And it's going to thicken it up. You know what I mean? It's like there was a Korn song, I think it was called Ball Tongue. And in that song, one of the guys is just going, ooh, underneath the whole thing. Do you ever think about you? And I was like, that's kind of the inspiration for that part there, because it was like there's some parts in between where he's singing and she's singing where there's not any, and that just, I think it thickened it up. We don't do it live, but it just studio magic, So there's a lot of elements in that were studio magic that we just really loved. Like that song, that's why I like that song so much, because it's super fucking dynamic. Yeah. And the bridge is really more, it doesn't sound that punch in your face if you can hear the rest of the music. Right. It's the speak, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shitty speaker.
No, it's fine, but
we'll fight
shitty podcast.
But when it comes in live, it's just everything's ringing out, and then it's just me going boom, dun, dun, boom, dun, and everybody's still ringing out, and it's just, it flows in so pretty, and I don't know. And then the way Dan put his drums in there is so cool. But her vocal part is she just was winging it one day at practice, and she did that where it's just like bend her voice in the beginning, couple notes of that, or whatever. And I'm like, do that, whatever. And like, let's just stop playing. Do that, whatever you just did. She's like, oh, okay, we'll come up with it, And then it was like, again, organic, and it was so fluid, and that's why I love writing with this band. It's so much fun, So.
And that whole little vocal thing at the beginning, it was a complete mistake. I didn't catch enough air, so I had to push a little bit harder, and so I did this tiny little squeak thing. And now, because it's in the recording,
you gotta do it every time.
Yeah, I work on it all the time, and I was singing it on the way here, and I didn't get it, and I was like, damn it! And I'm sitting there hitting the steering wheel, and the lady behind me is just like, I'm like,
really passionate.
Okay, no, rewind.
We're
Passionate about the squeaks.
We're very passionate. Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead. Hit me with the next one.
That's it.
Oh, don't hit me with the next one.
You said 4 songs.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I
I'll just hit them.
I was just so excited. I was like, yeah, what if?
honestly, like, I can tell that's what it is.
We could show them we could show them the night. It's a back. We can give you a hidden glimpse of that
Get a little
nobody
sneaky
literally
peek.
has ever heard before.
Sneaky peek.
You know, it's not out yet, but
If you guys are okay with that,
Yeah.
It's my recording. It's not as good as this.
You
but
heard it here
it's
first,
also
people.
like
All right.
4 years old.
Have you seen our podcast?
All right. This is the first
Yeah, our
time.
speaker
we're-
budget went out the
anybody's gonna
window,
hear
so-
this. Sorry, give me just
What is it
one-
called again?
1 second. This is called The Night.
I guess I have to remember to always bring my speaker.
Yeah, this is
So I don't hope the band doesn't get mad at me for playing this, but this is a rough demo, just so you guys know. Okay.
I try
to rid myself of all the nights.
and I can hide.
The feeling I get when you're right.
Every time you scream my name, everything is still the same.
Right on.
So that's the first time anybody's ever heard that.
I feel very blessed. Thank
No,
you.
any of our Dropbox recordings too are all just like, oh hey, we figured out this part, let's track it real quick. And then we'll go and show people and we'll be like, right.
Yeah, there's some other good stuff. Like we have a song called Brian's Song that was the first thing that I wrote with George. It was just George and I. We wrote a whole song. We wrote all the words for it and vocals and guitars and everything. And then Dan played drums on it. I played bass. I played all the guitars. And then I literally wrote all the words, and then George just sang them basically. He wrote words too, obviously, but and it was a really neat song. And then we just decided we we're gonna play it. So
I wrote most of the words too.
well, you did write words actually.
A
She
lot
did
of
actually.
them.
I was like, Maddie, we need some help with the words. That's right.
Didn't someone? Is it
That was 2000.
Beach Boys have a song called Brian's
17?
Song?
Brian's Song. There was also a movie called Brian's Song.
Yeah, about Gail Sayers. Yeah.
I was a big fan of that. I could tell mostly from your guys' facial expressions where some polishing or
Yeah.
like revamping would come
Oh yeah,
in.
that's a rough.
But,
that's
like-
hardly mixed.
But still, I think it was a very solid song. I didn't get late 90s, early 2000s. I actually got Motionless in White.
You know,
yeah.
I got a lot of Motionless in White out of that. It reminded me of...
It's probably because Jeff's never listened to that.
yeah, he has. He just doesn't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I'm simple.
Oh, man, what is it? Burned at Both Ends.
yes.
It reminded me a lot and bits of Burned at Both Ends and a little bit of the first Puppets song, I want to say. Like, if you blended those and made it your own,
I was thinking
that's
of
what it
like
reminded me
Kermit.
of.
Yeah, I just really like the idea of it dying down in the chorus, and it was just really chill. What you're not hearing in there's another part that Andy wrote over my part that makes that part. It's just that there's a guitar part that is just beautiful that he plays over top of me singing that, and I. Full disclosure, I sing so much better now. This is literally like 2 years ago that was recorded, or more now, and it's like. I sing a little different, but the guitar part in that just makes that whole chorus. But the beauty of it, like, it's so fast, and and it's just driving, and it's crazy, and then that chorus is just real chill, and it brings everything down, and then it kicks right back into the verse part of where, which is that 20-year-old riff that I finally forced into a fucking song.
That's
But
going to hit live.
I love the song. I showed it to a couple producers before we even had any of the rest of these songs, and they were just like, oh, I don't know. Whatever, kind of him-hawed it or whatever. And I'm just like, all right, fine, whatever.
If I was a producer, I'd produce that song. I would say there's a couple things on there that I actually really liked. You showcased all three of your vocals really well. And there's parts in there where like Tyler's screaming kind of changes. He does a little flip with his voice too. So he's going from like that real throaty scream, and then it kind of cuts into almost like a screech right at the end.
It's like
where it cuts off.
he changes the positioning in his throat I'm assuming that
vocal timbre.
I don't know. I don't do that kind of vocal, but like I assume that like he has it more in the back of his throat when he's doing it that higher pitched reverse one.
Yeah, it's tightening up his fry vocal cords.
Yeah.
There's your fry cords or your causative
And-
distortion.
And that's hard to do without really destroying your vocal cords, really.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. But once you know how to do it, it's really easy. I do the same. When I double him a lot, I'll do like high screams and low screams and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And I killed my voice for years until I realized how to do a fry scream because of that Melissa girl that does all the screaming technique. Girl that all the pros. I watched that DVD and that CD, and it taught me how to like sing above the pencil. That's why I can sing higher than I used to, and all the screaming. And she's magical. One day I want to meet her. She's on my bucket list.
I only do ice cream.
But fry screaming is how you do all that screaming without hurting your vocal cords, and I can do it all day. So can Tyler. He's obviously mastered it, and I'm a peasant compared to Tyler, but it's still fun to double him because it sounds awesome, and I have so much fun with it.
There was another thing I noticed with, because you were talking about like your guitar parts and stuff, is like you almost did the guitar and the drums were almost like harmonizing at one
Syncopated?
point. Yeah,
That's
the
the
way
point.
they're synced. Yeah,
Yep.
because like they were almost like there's a part where like you could tell the difference, and then they kind of almost cut into it, and then they go back to the like.
Yeah.
There's
It's
the,
like,
the,
yeah.
the third line of every verse part
Yeah.
is just the standard dun 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 dun,
Yeah.
and then it goes dun 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 dun, and the guitars are going dun 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 while he's doing that. And that was the point. I'm glad you heard that. That means a lot.
I
because
really picked up on that. Yeah.
I really
And
love.
I don't even play instruments, but
Yeah.
like I can tell the different instruments out. So
We are big in Dan and I have been playing so long. I can look at him and he's going to know we're going to go into the chorus of the song. And we're writing the damn thing, and he knows. I'll look at him and go, and then I'll go like this, and this is how I want him to play now. And then he does that.
And was counting with your head.
Yeah,
Like,
and he knows exactly. We've been playing so long that we're so tight in the pocket. That's exactly one of those parts that happen, like organically again, like I always say.
Yeah.
But that syncopated part, and then we write in polyrhythms and stuff. We have another song that is literally in a polyrhythm that it flips back and forth, and it changes how the song sounds based off just the drum part. And I'm playing the exact same guitar riff. It's in another one of our songs you'll hear if you hear us live sometime. So, but we love writing fucked up shit for people to be like I don't know how to groove to the there it is. Okay, wait a minute, what are they doing? Oh, okay. Like
Travis usually rocks back and forth like that, but that's only because he's had Red 40.
Yeah. No, but thank you for noticing that stuff. That means a lot. That means we're doing the right thing, so that's good. So
That's great. I've had a blast on this podcast.
hey, dude, this is my favorite interview I've ever done. This is cool.
You know what's great is when you guys come back with the band at full force, you guys don't have to say shit. It's all on them.
Yeah.
You already told your story.
Yeah, I don't know if Tyler's going to say anything. He doesn't like to talk, so.
It's okay.
And Dave's scared of microphones.
We'll get it out of him.
Well,
he
they
likes
can just
us. I can
whisper
tell.
here, and I'll.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And I won't talk at all the next time. I'll just sit in the back.
We'll just do like the Google text to speech.
That's good. I'm always going to talk. I can't help
You're
it.
just gonna be sitting there.
No.
I don't know.
I have
Travis
thoughts about this song.
Travis can be pretty charming when he wants to be.
Yeah, I can
wouldn't
see
put
that.
anything
I can
past
see that.
him.
Ask his wife.
No, I can't wait to come back. I love it. Yeah.
Awesome. I had a blast. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you guys in person. Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
Play in person.
I can't
Let's
wait
go,
to-
folks.
I hope I get
Come
to
out
meet
to
you
the
guys
show.
one day. I want to grow
I
up.
want to meet you guys someday.
It'd be so
They say
cool.
don't meet your heroes,
Well,
but
after the Flint Local 432, shout out to the local. And
Shout out.
And Joel. And Jewel, who I work with at Factory 2.
Shout out.
She's the manager. They're going to be doing renovations in February to redo all of the PA and stuff. They got some grants and stuff to redo all the whole PA. And I don't know about the stage, but it's going to be like even more awesome.
That'll be
Awesomer in there. As soon as February is over, I assume that we'll be booking some shows at the local, which will be great for Flint. And then I can actually, have all my Flint people come out because we'll
I
probably
got to
pack that
MC a
place.
show at the local once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's cool.
I do. I've played every single iteration of the local. I think except for the very first one. They've changed buildings like a bunch of times, and I had the honor of saying that I played at all of them when it was in the Metro, and it was above the Metro, and it was this is the first one I haven't played yet, which is the new building they've had for like years now. It's just because I haven't been in a band. I haven't played since 2012
Right.
in a band. So it's like nice to get out and be a band dude again and go to shows and I missed it. I didn't think I missed it, but I did. I fucking missed it. So and having my daughter with me is like the greatest thing ever. So
Free labor.
but yeah, so local, hopefully March or April. I don't know when they're gonna book us there, but hopefully it's in March or April, and you guys can come see us and tell everybody you know.
Right.
I'm
That
gonna
sounds
pack that place.
You guys got to need a custom announcement for your band. I got you.
Dude, you can bring us up.
I
Seriously.
got you.
Yeah, bring us up. You can be our MC. So
I'll be there.
just write a cool little ditty to talk about it before we play.
you did great at Saturday. So.
I did solid. Good enough is what Jeff told me. So
Yeah, no,
I'm
for
proud
real.
of that.
Yeah, I'm not joking about that. If you want to bring us up, I mean that's so cool. Like when the radio DJs would bring us up at Machine Shop and we're coming. When I was in Downseat, that was really cool. When they do that, I love that shit. So,
I used to watch
do it
pro
up.
wrestling. How pretty it up.
Hell
real
yeah,
good.
Billy Davidson from Never the Crash.
Shout
out to Billy.
Was a pro wrestler. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah,
I
he was
didn't
a
know
pro.
they know that
I don't know how many
And
times you're gonna people know it, but he actually literally quit Downseed to go to be a pro wrestler in Florida. And he rolled and trained with like super fucking star celebrities in Florida.
Billy, well, tell us this when
Yeah.
we've seen you.
Now it's called what is it called? The N something. It's like their
They're training the NXT.
NXT, yeah.
Yep.
NXT was like Florida Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
it's called NXT. That Billy did that shit. You know what I mean? And
John Cena was in
holding
Florida
out
wrestling
on us.
before
yeah,
it started.
all of that. Kofi Kingston, all those guys were down
Yeah.
there, I guess. And
I got
yeah,
a
he
high
rolled
five
with
from
all
him.
the motherfuckers. Yeah, he quit the goddamn band for that. And I was like, God damn.
Jeff got a chop
I
from a
was so proud of him.
professional wrestler on the show once.
Funny story, real quick story. When Project 420 was touring years and years ago with Dan and Dave, we had this guy named DJ Massive, and his name's Ashton, and he was
Small guy?
he was a huge guy back then, huge guy.
His name would have been Tiny,
But we met Bam Bam Bigelow's little brother, who was Tugboat, right? If you guys remember that.
You mentioned
he
him.
had a wrestling ring in one of the places we were playing, this abandoned movie theater they had shows in, which is water all over the place. It was fucking terrible. But across the hall from the movie theater, like in a different theater, was this ring, and we walk in, we're like, "Oh, that's cool." And he walks in behind us, he's like, "You guys want to get in there and check it out?" We're like, "Yeah." And we turn around, and I was a huge wrestling fan. I'm like, "Tugboat," and he's like, "Nobody calls me that anymore, but cool, man." Because he was like Tugboat and a bunch of other names when he was in a different organization. And then like Bam Bam shows up. And I'm like, he's like, Bam Bam's coming up. I'm like, Bam Bam Bigelow?
It's like tsunami.
Yeah. And he fucking powerbombed Massive. Powerbombed him. Or not powerbombed, suplexed him. And I'm just like, and he bumped us all off, taught us how to bump off the ropes and shit. It was so bad.
You need to shoot a
It'd be like
music
ready to
video in a
rumble.
wrestling.
I know.
Hit me,
We
hit
should.
me.
But Billy, at Dirtfest one year, they had an MWO thing, and I was the celebrity guy that was, when he was interviewing me and thing. And then Billy came up as the heel and hit me with a cake pan, and I fell out of the ring, and then I hit him with a cake pan to end the match at Dirtfest, like 04 or something. I was in pain of the day at the time, and he was in closer than that. So I'm done. I'm done talking about it.
Yeah, no, thank you so
I
much.
could not do that story.
I appreciate you guys coming on the show. But
War on the Horizon. Get at them on socials.
Yep.
We're on all the streaming places. We're on thehorizonband.com.
Yep. We are once again at New Paths in Flint. Thank you for the sponsors. Thank you for War on the Horizons, and thank you for watching.
See you.